Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, well. All right. Welcome, everybody. It's Saturday night. I think we've got a pretty fun show for you guys tonight. Like in the video, we got Mister the Man Amongst Men, Philly himself, coming on to talk about his
Con
con that
stuff,
he's going
right?
to be doing on Instagram. We'll be here in
Yep,
about a half hour, so everybody stick around and check that out. So, and on that note, I'm going to cue my own freaking music.
Warning. The following video contains material that some viewers may find harmful or could be traumatizing to some audiences and doesn't reflect the opinion of Renovision. Viewer discretion advised.
That sucks you guys couldn't hear it. He did a really good little thing on Instagram.
Yeah, I did a nice plug.
Yeah,
So,
check it out on Instagram if you want to watch it.
Welcome.
But stay here.
You know who won our bracket before we even finished? What listener won our bracket?
Who's that?
Tyson, because he's the only one that set one in. So I'm going to send him that 8 billion genies copy. If
Nice.
you want to shoot me your address, I'll go ahead and send that out to you because you're the one who took enough time to actually fucking do it. So
Good job,
I
Tyson.
appreciate it. So you're the automatic winner. So
It's a quicker tournament than going to Russia.
I mean, hey, we gave everybody an extra few days.
It was fair.
I think even
No, yeah, absolutely.
Yo, Patrick, I think we even gave Pete actually put them up late, so they actually got everyone
Extra
actually got
days.
like an extra day or two to do it. So yeah, no problem, Tyson. You took the time to do it, man.
Hey, good on you, Tyson.
Yeah, you sent it to us, man. We're going to compare yours today when we do the outcomes for the first week. So,
But winner by default. That's as good as anything.
The curtain should never scare anyone away. And if you see, I don't know if you guys go on, if you guys watched Mail Call Madness last night, but it's funny what those guys do. Jedi Johnson does a tic-tac-toe for the Saturday night show.
Oh my God, yeah.
So let me
bring that up.
Let me actually bring that up. He sent it to me. Let me share my screen real quick. So if you guys didn't get to see it, here it is. So I mean, it's kind of. I'd like to make two or three versions so that it's like somebody might win quicker, you know. But I think this is awesome that they play it. So I'm going to try to get Pete to put this up on the community page so that if anybody wants to play it, they have that. Because as it is right now, you can already X off Kyle's ugly curtains just to start.
I'm happy. I've got at least 3 squares. I mean, there's also the free square in the middle, GIMP. That's something I'm responsible for.
Look
That's like 4 squares I've got.
Someone's already almost got a diagonal right there. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah, anime, they guarantee.
Ed mentioned the curtains.
Yeah,
you know, there's going to be anime and manga.
So that
dodgeball's coming up.
To make this, I might do something and not have the curtains, just so that it's not an automatic square. I might, I've got this little green screen thing that I can attach to my chair. I got it when I was on when you were over there at Flipside and Shortman Complex used to always flip out on us on our backgrounds. So I'd actually got one, and before I was like, fuck that. I'm just going to do whatever I want.
Why didn't anyone tell me my camera froze?
We try. Your camera's frozen, dude.
You can scratch that off now. No. But yeah, if you guys aren't playing, huge shout out to Jedi Johnson for doing that. I think that's hilarious. I love those guys for that. They did a really good episode last night on the on the CGC CBSI thing. So go ahead, go check it out. It's it'll always be a master debate.
Oh yeah.
Forever. Me, I don't really care. I have both. So I'm not over preferenced on one to the other. And I don't grade books to automatically sell them, so that price thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. If I'm sending in a book to get graded, it's for me. It's not to sell. I'll say
Like,
that.
there's
Hello?
one dude here locally that I have that I know that he owns a comic shop now, and he's a
You
facilitator
sound good,
for
Hartman. We
CBCS.
can hear you.
He so if I take my books to him, I already know it's CBCS. Like if I know I'm going to be doing something with Brian or something, regarding books, I know it's going to be CGC.
Right.
So it almost depends on where I'm at and who I'm getting books done with.
Yeah.
Right.
They're pretty same to me. Like I know there is a price difference in CGC to, it's kind of like Android to iPhone. Androids are kind of crap, so they're worth less.
Oh yeah.
And iPhones are a lot better, so they're worth more. So it's kind of the same thing. And people know that CGC logo. But that's it.
Yeah.
We get this off. How was everybody this week?
Androids suck.
Okay, tell us how you really feel.
Dude, I had an Android phone, man. And it was like the worst thing I ever fucking
It's
had.
unbearable.
But do they dream of electric sheep?
All the fucking bloatware and all the.
Oh yeah, you can just download shit after.
Oh well, I'm not going to bitch about phones here. That's not what we're here to do.
Yeah.
So, anything interesting
Hello?
happened to
Is it-
anybody this week?
Oh yeah, I've been people sliding into my DMs on the Triple D Dodgeball Instagram, trying to grow my following, and I've had all sorts of men pretending to be women sliding into my DMs this week. It's happened at least 100 times if it's happened one time.
I sent a picture of boobs on a card to somebody and said the rest is it's not free. You've got to pay if you want the bra off.
This is the second
Wow.
time I went by
Play early, play often, man.
Guy was
just
like,
for that.
"You
I'm
want me
gonna
to
put
your
it. I'm gonna
account?"
put extra shit in there just for that comment. I'm starring that comment.
This guy was saying, "You want to grow your account? Then send me pics." So I sent him pics of a card with boobs.
I like boobs.
I'm like, your place doesn't seem like the kind of place to promote a card seller.
But, man, so what I should do for our next contest is I'll just automatically just send it to Tyson, and
Yeah,
I'll just disregard
wind it up.
all the work.
The
And I'll
Tyson
just-
book giveaway?
Yeah, I'll just go, hey, we're gonna have a contest, and I'll just automatically just send the book to Tyson and say, forget it.
What happened?
He's the only person that sent a bracket to us. We got a lot of
Why?
votes.
What's wrong with you guys?
We suck. We're not the tax show. But but yeah, but thanks Tyson. We appreciate it. So
Did he win?
he said, yeah, he won. No, I said he's the only person that sent it in, so I'm just gonna send him the prize because he took the effort and time. He's good with that. Just keep sending that
Oh,
shit
yeah.
to me. But let's see. Why don't we get started with news? Because I know we're a little pressed for time for Sam, so we're going to try to do news and anime before Philly gets here.
Sounds good. All right. Let's check out these headlines.
No worries, TK. It's all good. I'm just giving everybody crap. It's no big deal. All right, here we go.
All right. This first headline, Blank is starring in a remake of Blank. Who is starring in a recently announced cult classic remake?
I know this.
Is it A, Mel Gibson, Mad Max? Is it B, Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul, starring in The Room? Oh, hi, Mark. Is it C,
Oh, hi,
Sylvester
Mark.
Stallone, starring in Samurai Cop? He's fluent in Japanese. Or is it D, Adam Sandler, starring in a remake of Schindler's List?
That would be rough.
I did not hear that. I did not.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do an Adam Sandler voice, but like, can you imagine that? It'd be like Adam Sandler, fucking Rob, what's his name?
Rob Schneider,
Rob Schneider. And it would be like,
Chris Rock, Kevin James, remaking
You know what?
Schindler's List.
Oh.
Cross out Schindler's List and redo like
Don't
Hogan's
kill me.
Heroes with them.
And the theme song is just a take on the Hanukkah song. Which one
think
is
they
it?
would-
Which one is it?
I like the Schindler's List.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
already,
think
you already advanced the slide,
Yeah,
Kyle.
that makes sense. I'm not even sure what The Room is.
Conditioner cleans that.
you've never
So
seen the
it
room?
is. It
No,
is
I've never
B,
seen The Room.
Bob Odenkirk. Did you see Disaster Artist, Sticks?
Disaster.
I don't think so.
Bob Odenkirk says he's starring in a remake of Tommy Wiseau's The Room. It's this really historically just awfully produced movie.
You've never seen it?
It's all over the place.
I've never
It's
seen it.
fantastic.
It's got these
Yeah.
really clunky acting
crazy.
scenes where he's like, I did not hit her. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. And then, like, when he's doing his girlfriend, she's like, you could tell he's like way up on like her belly button.
Yeah.
And it's like this over dramatic sex scene that he's like doing her belly button. It's and there's
I'll have to look it
rumors like there's rumors like he paid for the whole thing himself with like
Yeah.
mob
it's a cult
money or
classic.
something. There's like,
Well, they don't know where the money was sourced from.
yeah.
It was his own money.
And imagine the new one, James Franco did the production, right? Or was it directing? But he was in character.
Yeah.
So he did it in character of that dude.
So
was
instead of like
horrible.
And instead of like going out the back door to the alley, he did the set. He painted the alley badly instead of just walking out there to do the scene.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a whole pop-up video type deal. You can,
It's on YouTube. You can watch the whole movie on YouTube.
It's really a wildly
bad.
terrible movie.
We had a
Oh, but also I want to say that this remake is a serious remake. They're not trying to lampoon The Room. They're trying to do it serious.
well, there's
he's
gonna be
doing
a
it
lot
for
of pissed
free
off
too,
people.
isn't he? Bob's doing it for free.
They're raising funds for AIDS research. So it's
Mm.
the
I thought they already figured that one out.
the proceeds from the movie are going to go to fund AIDS research.
I think they just like stop it. They don't remove it from you. So it's like a wart. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
how
thought they already figured
the
that one
treatment
out, but
I
Andy
thought
Murphy
so.
said that some days there's some shit you just blow up.
yeah, that's cool. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, same. I love the Disaster Artist. They stayed in the Ojai Hotel. I thought that was hilarious.
Hold on,
Ojai.
what? Oh, what?
Samurai Cop and Tommy Wiseau. There's a place here in Phoenix. It's not. I think it closed down because of COVID. But it was it was like a movie bar. The hell was it called?
You talking about Alamo Draft House?
No. It was in downtown Phoenix. It was right next to my wife's work.
Was it called the Dragon or something
But
like that?
But what happened is Tommy used to go there and they would do showings of The Room. And he would do like Q&As and stuff. So,
That's cool. Yeah, so look forward to that one. All right. This movie record was finally broken after 20 years. What movie's record was broken? Was it The Last Airbender's long stint as the worst M. Night Shyamalan movie? Was it B, Titanic's most theatrical re-releases by a single film? Was it C, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, most awarded film ever? Or was it D, Scream's most kills by a masked murderer?
Screams, the movie Scream, or somebody screams most kills.
The movie Scream, yep.
Both kills.
He's getting removed for that. I'm going with Last Airbender.
Last Airbender finally toppled
No way.
Shyamalan's worst movie.
I mean, isn't that one of like the worst anime movie too?
No, they
Anime,
haven't.
like it's not anime. Airbender is not anime.
Isn't it? It's not considered.
No, it's
What was-
Nickelodeon animation.
See, anime is a Japanese production for a Japanese audience. Okay. And Airbender was made in the US for American audiences.
I'm thinking the live action.
That's not animated at all.
There was something that I was watching recently, and it was the worst anime films. And they went through and they said Last Airbender. It was Dragon Ball and Last Airbender were the worst. So they were classified as something that was in the category that anime's in.
All right, we got TK saying it's C, Lord of the Rings. What do you say, Sticks?
I'm actually gonna stay B.
B, Titanic's most theatrical re-releases.
Yeah.
What do you got, Hardman?
I don't know. Screams the most kills in the movie.
Nice.
Ah!
Too late. Here we go.
Both kills.
It was Lord of the Rings. It had the most awards of any movie for 20 years, and it's been
Doc
toppled by Everything Everywhere All at Once. Now, the
Hold
most
on.
awarded
Awesome.
movie
What?
ever.
What did you say?
What? What did he say?
Yeah.
Fine.
Everything beat it. Beat it.
Dude, everything is the greatest movie I've seen in such a long time.
Oh, you liked it. You did like it.
Who?
You just recently watched it, right?
I loved it. I've seen it several times.
Yeah, me too.
I recently watched the explain, like the break it down.
Oh,
of
the
it.
commentary.
Yeah, like the deep dive.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I really like that movie.
Everything
Yeah,
Everywhere All at
really.
Once. It is a cool movie.
Was it animated?
No, it's
Yeah, it's the
such a
best
good
anime.
movie.
It's the best anime movie since The Last Airbender.
It's the best anime movie that's not even anime. The Russo
take it.
brothers executive produced it, didn't they?
No, is the
No, I know they did. He didn't produce. They didn't
The
produce it, but
Daniels.
they had something to do with them. Like they were attached to it.
Oh, I don't know about that. All right.
Might be.
Next headline: blank who plans to star in and direct a large franchise movie?
Oh, I know this. I know.
Is it A, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator? Is it B, Ben Stiller, Dodgeball 2?
Which would be awesome. I
Is
know Vince
it
Vaughn teased it.
Elizabeth Banks and the Cocaine Wildlife franchise?
Dude, how awesome
You
would
better
that
not
be? We
ruin
got
that true story.
cocaine raccoon. We got cocaine pigeon. We got cocaine squirrel.
Cocaine Zoo.
Dolphins.
Marijuana manatee.
Yeah, that's it. There's a drug smugglers flying over a zoo, and they drop so much cocaine. in
Zoo.
the-
Yeah,
Candace
there you go.
Cobra.
Cocaine
and,
Zoo.
and then life just goes crazy in the zoo. And when it opens up,
It's like a Mega Man game.
they
full of
come in
damage.
and the
like
animals are so
Mega Man
coked out that they all break out and it turns into this fucking dude.
I'm
Cocaine
Fox
zoos,
and
you got
Snake.
it, Sticks.
And then option D is Taika Waititi plans to star and direct in a Star Wars movie. Which one is it?
Cocaine
Marijuana
Zoo, dude.
manatee.
I hope it's Cocaine Zoo.
Yeah, dude. Elizabeth Banks starring in Cocaine Zoo. That's what we need. That's the sequel we need right now.
We need a whole universe of animals with drugs before their name. Like,
I gotta copyright that right now.
Cocaine.
Where's, where's Lopez?
we need like
Cocaine rooster, that's called,
Hypnol rooster. Like,
Rooster.
Yeah, we need a
Ruby
whole smattering of illicit drugs this time, not just cocaine.
cock-a-doodle-doo, rape you.
It is Taika Waititi. Oh my gosh, this guy's ego is getting out of control. He's planning to star and direct his own Star Wars film. He plans to play at least 80% of the characters in the movie.
80%. Taika Waititi is everyone, anywhere. In the
Taika Waititi is just everywhere, all at once.
He's
Everywhere,
everywhere,
all at once.
everywhere, everyone in Star Wars is filmed.
Yeah.
Where's
Give
he
me
from?
the cocaine zoo.
It's called Watiti Wars.
He's gonna star as every animal in the Cocaine Zoo series.
Hey, I still think his best role was in Red. What was it? The
Jojo
one-
Rabbit. as
No,
Hitler?
no, the one with Ryan
All in the
Reynolds.
Shadows?
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, you're talking about the free guy?
Free Guy. That is his best role. Where he's just a complete total prick.
He's just the tool bag who runs a gaming company.
Yes.
Marijuana Moose. I think that'd be too laid back. That's Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Hey, look, the park rangers. Stop.
Oh, gee, Rock.
I was trying to think of like Klonopin Kangaroo. That's one.
Gee whiz, Bullwinkle. What happened to your eyes?
Gee.
I found
just
the
need
wacky
some
tobacco.
Doritos, Rock. Let's get some Doritos from those nice Russians over there.
I have a hankering for some waffles and syrup.
Fentanyl Falcon.
He's overdosing in the corner.
Fucking-
They're giving him fucking
The
Narcan.
Laden Dolphin.
He's got his own Narcan with him.
All right. Let's see. Is this the last one?
Adderall Alpaca.
I don't know if this is the last one, but this is probably my favorite slide for tonight. What movie role requires a huge caloric intake of the actor? Is it Hugh Jackman and Wolverine? Is it Brendan Fraser and The Whale?
That's wrong.
Is it Henry Cavill and Warhammer? Or Jack Black as Bowser?
Jack Black. I'm going with Jack Black, dude. He already eats 8,500 calories, so I think he's good. It's a normal
He's
Saturday
bulking
night.
up for his voice role as Bowser.
You know
Yeah,
what?
bulk up.
My wife was making. We were watching Guardians of the Galaxy tonight, and she was like, before she went to work, and she was like,
Hello.
"Why did they give Bradley Cooper so much money to do Rocket Raccoon when you can't fucking tell it's him?
Because
Could
his
they
voice.
just got anybody to do the voice, and it would have been the same outcome?
I
Same
could have
thing
done
with
the voice.
They paid Vin Diesel to go, "I am Groot." like, what was the? He's like, she's like, "What's the point of it?" And I was like, "I don't know."
His
They just-
mannerisms.
They're attaching big names to the movie.
Well, I would say that Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel do many times steal the show in those movies.
Groot.
So money well spent as far as I'm concerned.
Groot.
But I mean, they could have got anybody to do a Rocket Raccoon voice.
Yeah, they could have.
I'm gonna need that
I
guy.
don't know.
The lead character to do it. He does all those voices, right?
He could have been Mario.
Mario.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, they could have
Right.
had Chris Pratt do.
Boston Mario.
You know who would have been really good as both Groot
Ving
and
Rhames.
Rocket Raccoon is
It's
Taika
me.
Waititi.
Yeah, he could have.
He could have been the whole cast.
He-
And he could have directed.
secretly-
He could have directed it, then produced it, edited it.
Could've done
Sound
it all.
score by
Ooh.
Waititi.
Is that cracky?
You're cracky.
I'm cracky.
All right, so the answer to this is obviously Jack Black. Just
Yes.
kidding. Hugh Jackman. Hugh
Hugh
Jackman is getting jacked. He's becoming jacked man. Huge jacked man
I'm excited.
for Deadpool 3. He's caloric intake 8,500 calories a day. so you can have muscles big enough to take on Ryan Reynolds.
All for
ego.
us.
I'm doing that, and I'm getting the exact opposite result.
You also have to work out, Kyle.
You're doing the reverse.
I do work out. Like when I get to
it's
work,
Phil. What's up, Phil?
I walk up like 10 stairs. I go to the bathroom at least 4 times, and I have to walk there. To go take a nap
Yeah.
in my car for lunch, I have to walk down at least 10
That
stairs.
sounds exhausting.
You don't know how many calories you're burning when you're sitting there taking a shit.
You just say you burn like 3,000 a day, right? No.
Hey,
Well,
do you know how many calories I burn thinking about how I should burn calories?
brain power, burning calories since
That'll kill you.
2002.
I'm telling you, man. Every day I'm like, in one of the other garage at my work, there's like a little workout thing in there, and I do walk past it, and I go, you know what? I could probably go lift weights right now and do some sit-ups, and I go, nope. I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm gonna get in my car, and I'm gonna take like a 55-minute nap.
It's not
Back
the
over to the
window.
Back over to the
You
froyo
gotta do
stand.
stuff.
Is that your last one? Yep.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, let's
What happened?
put Phil front and center.
Oh
Pop in
shit!
Oh, hey, what's
Look
up?
who snuck in here.
Well,
Hello.
Thanks for having me on.
We got the man, the myth, and the legend here.
It's been a minute.
Hello.
Damn,
How was
trying
it
to
going
let me handle
tonight?
this. Good. Just setting up for AtCon. It's a claim sale, like virtual con on Instagram. So yeah, just getting things ready. It's kind of madness here. It's my first one, so
So,
you
is there a lot of people involved in it, or is this something that you came up with other people, or?
So it's organized by Elite Comics 11, and they've been around for like 4 years, and like the online buying, like stream shows, like blew up literally during the pandemic. So
Mhm.
like they really took advantage of that. A lot of people couldn't buy comic books. Like most people can't find the comic books they want, at their local comic book shop, right? Still kind of tough too right now, even with the market still being down. But usually it's crazy. It's like about like 100 to 150, maybe. I think they hit 200 for a show on Wednesday. They had a
Wow.
7 cover Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles third print.
Are you
That,
talking
like
about-
7 double covers on
Are you
it.
talking about Comics Elite out of Indianapolis?
They're no, this is Comics Elite Comics
Elite Comics, gotcha.
11. Yes.
Yeah.
So that sold for $7,200.
Damn.
Crazy.
Let me bring that.
Yeah,
Wow.
they did an auction. Yeah, and then
I saw
I think
that
the-
one. That was crazy.
oh, you were there? Wow.
I saw the preview.
Oh,
I
okay.
knew it would go for crazy money.
Yeah, and then there was a Detective Comics, the one with the original Batman over the Wayne Mansion, that sold for I think 70K. 1.5. CGC 1.5. So
Wow.
pretty madness. Like the action's been pretty good. So instead of going to C2E2, I'm gonna be here doing running it from my house. So
So
Looks
how
like
did
they're
you
live
start
right now.
off?
Go ahead.
How did you start off selling comics online? Was it through the pandemic? Had you been doing it before? pandemic?
Well, so I'm Vintage Comics and Toys, so I started with vintage toys. Like I just refound my love for like all things vintage when I was out in Los Angeles. The demographic, I'm not sure if any of you guys are from out there or not or visited. But there's a lot of appreciation for like vintage antiques, a lot of
Okay.
greaser heads. Like there's like flea markets are actually a really cool thing to do, like go on a date, like on a Sunday or something. Like, there's just a lot of appreciation for just all old things and collectibles and stuff.
Okay.
So I got back into the vintage toys, and then it kind of ventured into the comics. But comics is kind of really complicated because like it's so hard to grade a book. Like it's like
Right.
it just took a little while. Then I ventured in, and then I moved out to here, Virginia, like 6 years ago, and then
Oh.
I bought like two big collections, like one storage locker collection. I bought out at a comic book shop, and then we just started up from there. So yeah, it's been
I
a
was,
good time. We're just like adjusting so much, like things going on in the market, perception of how vendors are doing business with people has changed. So like, some people you have to shift gears a little bit, and I hit up Ali with Elite Center 11 late in the year last year, and wanted to see if he would take us on. We had a really good show, and then we agreed to do a monthly show with them once a month, and I basically can sell anything I want. There's like, I love Star Wars comics. I still love the vintage. I still love the modern stuff. So
What are you collecting right now? What are you trying to snatch up every time you see it? Like you're like, they don't know about that yet.
well, I really the Toon stuff. So I guess this is a '90s madness thing, right? Like.
Mhm.
Like, have you ever seen this before? This is like a 2-pack of
Oh, that's cool.
Mario Brothers 2 and 3. So I'm gonna have this up for claim on Sunday. But like all the Mario Nintendo Valiant stuff is like really, really hot right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm still trying to figure it out,
this one.
but I mean there's a lot
Yeah, this one.
of people that speculate, and they're not saying anything, right? But check this out. This is first Dr. Mario.
Dude, I
And
loved that game as a kid.
yeah, and then there's like a little caption underneath with a boxing glove. It says Punch Out. So that might be
Oh.
the first appearance of Punch Out in here too. So like a lot of people are doing a lot of buying, but they're not talking about it. Like this in high grade has all been cleaned out, So
Dude, there was nothing better than playing Dr. Mario on your shitty
Yep.
black and white Game Boy. Tried to do all the. Oh, dude, it was awesome.
So I can remember being in college and at the mall near our college, they had a dollar store. They had bins and bins full of those like 2-packs.
yeah, so yeah, that's
One for
issue number
myself.
9. So, I mean it's just and then Star Wars, of course. I'm still buying a lot of Star Wars. I'm trying to track the behavior of what people are buying with Star Wars because The Mandalorian's out, but a lot of those characters are not in comic books except for Bo-Katan Kryze. So,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are like still honed in like the nostalgia of like the original trilogy characters. Like those are always good buys too,
Right. Yeah, I've been doing the same thing. I've been getting like a lot of those 80s kind of comics. So like I had picked up a couple Visionary comics this week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
book too because lows and high grade have been cleaned up too. Like no one's talking about. It's like it's funny. It's like all the people I know that that been writing for Comic Book
Sure,
Invest, like the podcasters, they're not saying a lot. They're just like,
Yeah.
they're cleaning it out. They're cleaning out what they think they love and appreciate. Yeah, Ghostbusters, like all that
I've been picking up
nostalgia stuff.
Ghostbusters left and right, and then I picked up a small run of Mad Balls this week. So I'm getting that just as well. So
Yeah, and like a lot of the new
I'll pick them up.
Yeah, like a lot of the new comics, like the Mad Balls versus Garbage Pail Kids, like it's reigniting, like OG collectors, and like you don't even need like, live action like speculation. It's like, oh, okay, like this is reminding me like this was cool when I was collecting as a kid.
But there's
Yeah.
nothing cool than that nostalgic feeling of them being able to go out like Garbage Pail Kids. Like I remember being so excited for my grandpa to drive me to the gas station to buy Garbage Pail Kids and then to see them on comic books and stuff. It's just that feeling of, I just have to get that just because how much I loved it as a kid. I think
Right.
that's what's awesome. I think that's what It's just a badass feeling. Fuck yeah, makes me feel like a kid again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also seeing that the vintage toy market's been like taking a hit as well, but then people still can't find stuff. It's like people
Right.
bought all the stuff waiting like, oh, this stuff is gonna keep going up in price, and then like, oh, I don't want to lose my money by selling it or break even, like, So I've been seeing a lot of investors, vendors. They're just like, screw it. I'm gonna just clear some inventory, make some money, and I know I can buy it back later. You know what I mean? If I need to, when we kind of see that we're gonna go right back up again. So, a lot of dead inventory with people right now. But I mean, it's not necessarily dead, but it's just
Go ahead,
right.
Darth.
What's that?
Lopez, what's your question? I'm talking to the chat. Go ahead, keep talking. I like to talk to the chat. He's got a question.
For sure. Oh, for sure, Darth.
Oh, here, first thing for that, Joe's asking, being a fellow, are there any brick and mortars you hit up locally?
Oh, so I just posted an Amazing Spider-Man vintage haul from Victory Comics. They're like the top dollar vendor when you go to Comic-Con. Like if you're in Chicago, C2E, if you're planning to go into Chicago, like hit them up. They told me that they bought like a 300 long box collection, and like
Wow.
they're almost done pricing it out. So I'm like, okay, I was crossing my fingers. Let me go the other day.
You're starting to
Maybe I can
sweat. You
find
get your
something.
hands together like, I can't wait.
Yeah, so that's a good place. And then I'm pretty sure he knows about the Annandale show. In like there's another podcaster called Automatic Comics. I've never met him. I saw him there once, like the last time I went. And that guy finds like great Golden Age stuff. Like, oh, look, check out this LB Cole I got, and just look at Schomburg. Like, and he just finds it in the box. He found like a Scooby Doo one that's like mid grade, and it's probably worth like in the teen thousands or something like that. Like, you probably bought it for like a song, a couple
Thank you,
hundred or
Joe. I
something.
didn't know if that was a typo or not. I didn't know
Yeah.
Bay was Northern
Yeah,
Virginia.
no, I knew that. Yeah.
I'm a
we're not-
West
we're not-
Coaster, so we don't
We're
know
not
that.
Nova Core here, Yeah, but
I'm a
No,
West
right.
Coaster. I don't know that East Coast lingo.
West Coast must be really hard to find comics. I bet,
Dude, I mean, like me and McClay and stuff, and I know Sam lives here and stuff, but like, there's none of those shops here that are like you just go in there and find, you know what I mean, where you find gold. Like Jesse James by me, he's as close as you're gonna get now, but there's not that, like, we don't have like honey holes here.
Where in California are you in?
I'm in Arizona.
We're in Eastern California called Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh, Arizona. Okay.
Yeah, like I live down the street from McClay. Like I live a few miles from McClay, and like when we used to go hunting and stuff, like for a while it was all right. Then all of a sudden, like one day it was like, it's like
They're all gone.
it's a wasteland. There's just there's no honey holes. There's no, everything is like, a lot of shops don't turn their back inventory over.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
a lot, and and then if you do find somewhere, you pull out stuff, and then they automatically go to eBay,
Right.
and then that's
So
where you
yeah.
end up getting your price. So everything's super picked over, and they don't leave anything to like the collector. Everything has been like, there is no room for, everything's picked over, and there's just really, it's really hard. Like I said, Jesse James Comics here in Glendale, Arizona, it's the closest you'll get, because he'll give you that call to be like, hey, I got this collection. You want to come look through it a little bit? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, you don't find that stuff here. Like, even like, like McClay and I used to go, and, we'd get up at like 4:00 in the morning and like try to hit yard sales. And, 8 years ago we would score, but like now people think everything's worth gold now, because it's
Right.
It's comics. It's like how it was back in the 90s, you know what I mean? Like, where everything is, my son's going to college because of this book, type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, my advice. Yeah.
I got
ahead,
15
sorry.
Turok ones. I'm going to Vegas.
Yeah.
My
But if you-
advice is, yeah.
Lopez
Like,
Lopez wants to know if we will see a Darth in the Acolyte.
You know what? I really think the Acolyte's probably a real wild card. I really think so. I don't know. I feel like these producers, they will try not to use characters from the comics as much as they can. They definitely love, like, they'll give a nod and Easter eggs, this and that, but with the Acolyte, man, I don't know. That might be a tough one. You know, we were thinking that we were going to get Dr. Afro and Acolyte at one point. So,
Right.
you know, man,
If it isn't if Dave Filoni isn't doing it, I don't think we're gonna get, like you said, we don't think we're gonna get any comic book characters out of it or animated characters.
yeah, I mean, back with Star Wars speculation, it was like everyone was thinking, oh, we're gonna get this Darth and like, you know,
Right.
we'll get some characters from the video game and stuff. And it's like, well, it's great. Like, we got Black Chrysanthemum that showed up and Obi-Wan. You know, that's one, right? But I don't know. It's just like they're really, really expanding the universe. You just gotta take little notes. Like they put Dirge back in canon, right? You know, I mean, that's something. You know, I'm like Quinlan Voss. I mean, he did appear like in maybe a throwaway scene in Phantom Menace, but you know, I think heavily they're gonna have him maybe like show up at some point, and then maybe he might have his own spin-off series, like the Darths and stuff. I don't know. Maybe Darth Nihilus could maybe show up, but like,
Yeah, Darth Nihilus, yeah.
yeah. I just I don't know. It's tough, but I'm excited that we're gonna get Thrawn though, but they haven't casted him yet, supposedly.
Right.
I like it.
I-
Have your own AtCon swag.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
They sent me over
Six.
this T-shirt, and like, actually, if you just send them a message, you can actually go buy one at cost if you're digging the shirt, you know. So, you know, gotta support the swag when I'm trying my back and helping out with customers with the wall and stuff, you know. So,
So what do you got for sale for this show?
oh, okay. Give you kind of a little bit of tour. So let me see if I can flip this camera around. Hold on. Gonna go to settings.
What up, Eddie?
And we'll use the back camera.
Yeah, the West
All
Coast
right,
is
so
big. Oh, shit.
you guys see that? Okay.
Yeah, somebody's got the big boy. Oh man, it's got the big boy books.
Yeah, I was panicking. I bought these. I took a shot on these Silver Age monster books, like horror books. They're really clean. They're like mid-grade. So like you barely see anything from me that's like high grade, like in vintage, because like the only way I can sell them is if I grade them, you know. We got that
Christopher says-
Punisher.
So ready for that sale tomorrow.
All these different Star Wars. I got the first print, the reprint, the movie showcase. I got it signed by Roy Thomas. I got the Legends reprint. So, you know, like just really great timing with a lot of these books, you know, that just came in. I have a Daredevil one signed by Stan Lee.
Fuck.
You know, yeah. Inner page, you know, but
Still cool as fuck.
this capstone is a 1 of 198. I posted about. I got this in a House of Stein mystery pack for $120 on Whatnot.
Oh, nice.
You know? Yeah.
Hmm.
So, you know, I mean, like a lot of people are asking for Strange Academy. That's really hot right now. That hasn't gone down.
Mm-hmm.
Had these gunslingers that just came in, signed by McFarlane, and then I actually work out of this little like coffee table or little dining table. So that's just like my battle station where I go to war. So I'll rebuild my wall, like, you know, next to my couch. Actually, if you want to see, this is my whole Star Wars collection, all that.
Damn.
So my wife,
Rockin'.
we just brought him into the house from storage just to organize. So A to Z, because I really am going to go double down with Star Wars. And like I really feel there's a future for Star Wars. It's gone down, but
Star Wars is something that's always going to be collected, though.
yeah, and there's a lot of people that are like, oh, where can I safely put my money? And like, well, I got a lot of like little affordable things. Like, I try to be within like $100 to $200 range with a lot of books.
So I can get that first Black Panther for $100.
I actually saw a completely full split copy at Victory Comics for 300 something. But mine's a 2.0 and it's still like 500. So it's like, but like these books, like classic, like cool battle covers for vintage, like people will always like this stuff. And I feel like this, like these type of cover swipes, like, let me see, like here's another cover swipe by McFarlane, like these are the variants for vintage, and like they're always going to have eye appeal. They'll be printed on t-shirts. This is like a battle cover that's not talked about here, Hulk and Submariner, like like you really can't go wrong. And then like Ninja, like these are still like $50, raw, you know what I mean? Like Turtles 1, Adventures 1, and I mean speculation's always going to be around, so I think we're in good hands, like look, hip hop covers haven't even dropped that much, like
I
these
had a
Batmans are super
9.8 of that.
affordable.
I sold it to help fund my Volkswagen project.
Oh, nice. What year?
1970.
Nice. Those are fun to ride,
Yeah.
That
8 Billion Genies
So,
#1 I just gave away today.
oh, nice. Nice.
Gave it to Tyson because he won our contest.
Yeah, CGC is weird. Like, I actually got this in a super thick, like, holder from CGC. I'm like, this is not like a real video game, guys. Like, you guys kidding?
My Paper Girls #1 is in one of those big cases like that.
That is thick.
And I was like, I thought like I didn't send it off to get graded. I had bought it from somebody.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck, is this like a fake CGC? You know what I mean? Like I was like
Right.
nervous at first.
All right, get this to the front here. But yeah, that was my little tour. I just
Those are cool.
I have like 3 short boxes, 3 slab boxes right now. I'll probably add another 2 slab boxes. I only have 2.5 hours to show. It's a really, really short time.
I don't know. Those are banger books, man. So I don't know. I think they're gonna go quick.
It. Hopefully,
what day
day and time is tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. So
on Instagram,
yeah, we'll definitely cut you all some deals. I'm always down. So I'm here to sell.
Eddie's asking, is this going to be on your channel or do they have to go somewhere else for it?
Oh yeah, you can catch me on my channel. Like I'll co-stream it with Elite Center 11. So if you follow me on Instagram when I go live, you can just go to my account on IG and participate in the show.
Type in, you just say this is how much it is, and we just type it in and you go, all right, cool, Kyle, it's yours, or is it bidding, or is it
basically, yeah, like just type in the number that you want, like, hey, this is $40, just type in 40. First person that says 40 gets it. If you want to haggle with me, go ahead. Like I'm usually really like chill. Like I'll give everyone pretty much a discount, for the most part, like 99% of the time. Like we also get a lot of low ballers, and I do get it. Like if the person has bought a lot from me and they want to lowball me, like I'll probably, accept it, if I have the room. So like it's just the spirit of it, it's like
hey, Jesse James, I'm gonna refer to him again. He told me one thing one time. If you have repeat customers and you don't give them those lowball hookups, he's like, he doesn't understand it because he's like, okay, so I could sell him that thing at full price, or I could sell him thousands and thousands of dollars of shit at a lower price, and they keep coming back.
Right. And it's like really important with cash flow because you guys also sell too, right? Have you guys done Whatnot or any of the other? Okay, Stick Boy. Yeah, I remember you, Stick Boys. So it's like that cash flow. It's like you keep coming, and like You know, once I started making like just crazy amount of money on Whatnot, it was like, wow, now I see how department stores work. Like Walmart, like they don't want something hanging out there for more than a season. They have to turn it over because shelf
Yeah.
space does cost you money because now you have like, you know, a bunch of short boxes
Yeah.
or long boxes of books, and now you can't get anything else in to sell. So you have
Yeah.
to turn it over.
Yeah, they're just
And if
sitting there.
you know,
You'd
if
have
you
things.
have
You'd have
storage,
clothes from the last decade there. You know.
yeah, and like
So,
storage is
yeah,
like
yeah.
really expensive. You know, like it's just no joke. You know, so
That's for sure.
We were talking the other day about
yeah,
eBay Live,
yeah.
and there was something you kind of wanted to bring up. Let me share my screen real quick.
Oh yeah, so I'm friends with Nick GQ on Instagram, and he shows his championship belt of eBay Live, and I asked him in the comments, so are you selling? Are you selling with eBay Live at C2E2? And he's like, yeah, I am. So I guess he's, you know, eBay Live may be kicking it off. I haven't seen anything from eBay itself, but he's saying that he'll be selling with eBay Live with comics. So
Dude,
I guess they're starting that.
I'm so stoked for that.
Hmm.
I really am. I am stoked for I just picture my battery just getting wasted because of eBay Live. Like how
Yeah.
Whatnot we used to be when everybody was first on Whatnot. Like
Yeah,
you just kept Whatnot on and you're just bounced between. I think that's how the eBay is going to be. But I think there's just something about eBay that I think it's just going to kill everything. What do you think about eBay Live?
I think it's gonna get a lot of vendors kind of curious to see what, you know, books will go up, like quality books. I think they want to have I've heard that eBay wants sellers that will have repeat successful live shows. So I think the quality is going to be really good on eBay. I know eBay Live. I mean, I know eBay itself had their own variants, but they didn't have that much. ANZ Comics, friends of ours, they did like a Jane Foster, Thor, Pichu Amoko, and it sold a lot. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the variant market. I don't think they're going to go crazy. Like they seem really conservative with doing exclusives at right now. Like they didn't take it. I don't think they took advantage of the booming market last year with the variants because I only saw just a small handful being available for buy it now with certain vendors, at least one vendor, and then I'm curious to see if the sales are going to be reported on live sales. So that's probably something that, you know, whether or not they're going to release that data or not. I know Whatnot, they were debating whether to release their sales, right, to the public, and they never did. But eBay Live, I mean, we'll see. We'll have to see what their policies are because with Whatnot, you can be like, hey, comic A, B, C, D. Like with eBay, are they going to make you actually list each line item with a show? So I don't know. I mean, I think now now eBay Live may have potential access to all these different comic book warehouses that are constantly selling like big lots and, you know, slabs and just whatever they got, you know, like just hidden in the warehouse. So I mean,
I think it's going to be fire. You know what I mean? Like, just I don't know, just and the security of eBay.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? And I think it being live, I think it'll give eBay this because eBay's starting to, I don't know if this happens to you a lot, but eBay seemed to like comic book sellers on eBay have seemed to like dropped a little bit of like they don't ship like they used to. There seems to be a lot more problems. But I've noticed a
yeah.
lot of sellers on not sellers, but buyers on eBay have gotten like crappier over the time as well, though. I
Right.
wonder how they're going to adjust to that because I'm a part of a lot of Facebook groups, and they're like, I don't know how many times people say, so somebody will buy something and then they instantly come on and they go, "Oh, I found it cheaper. Please cancel my."
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
Worse
mean?
than Facebook.
I wonder how they're going to deal with that kind of stuff now.
I don't know. I think I know Whatnot had a quality. They have a quality control. Like if someone is, I heard of a whiff of someone actually selling, packaging comic books in garbage bags. You know, like I don't know if that was the final wrapping of the book, but they just immediately addressed that with the seller right away. I'm not sure if they got banned. I think they may have gotten banned. I don't remember how that story ended, but. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I think the quality control. They're gonna really look at the quality control. You're gonna have to good, like a long kind of feedback. Like they're gonna look at your most recent feedbacks and stuff. Like I recently just jumped on eBay. My friends have been telling me, "Hey, you got to get back on eBay, Phil." They're just killing it, and I'm looking at their sold sales. I'm like, oh my god, you're like selling like new comic book day stuff, like 9/8. You're like the first to the market. And they're just like crushing it because there's some people that are kind of taking a break from selling comic books, and they haven't jumped back on eBay.
They'll probably have to verify, like send the stuff off if they're over a certain price, right? Because that's what they do for cards.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they got to start with the slabs, because now there's like some whiff of some counterfeit slabs going on the last couple of weeks through Craigslist. I'm hearing. Yeah. Like there are some people are going into the CGC census and duplicating the certification number, but then they can't quite duplicate the font of the lettering that they're using for their first authentic CGC slab. So you could kind of tell that's kind of a little bit off, but
Right.
Are you familiar with how
Yeah.
they do the cards situation? Like anything over $200, they send off and they authenticate it, and then they package it up and send it to the person who bought it. So they like I guess it's a so many day, like a 4-day process, and then they ship it to them, and it's like in a box, a special box with a placement spot for the card, and letting them know that it's official, but it has to be over $200. So I'm wondering if that's what, like, if they were putting that out to kind of get ready for graded comics.
yeah, it's kind of like I mean, I've seen kind of an overview how they do it. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I know eBay has its own comic book department.
Well, they
It's
got
not quite as
TCG now
big.
too. They're selling
Yeah.
comics through TCG.
Yeah, I haven't heard of them doing anything like that with comics. But I mean, whenever I call customer service, like, I mean, they kind of have a slight overview of what how comics should be packed or how they should look, or like if I say like, oh yeah, the case was broken, whatever, like they know what that is, like they know at least the basics, but I think they're still way behind. I mean, we'll see. I mean,
They do the
even
shoes.
the shoes I've heard have gotten really strict. Like the resale of vintage shoes, like sneakers and stuff. Like they've gotten really strict with that. So
I got one question for you that's not about eBay. How the fuck do you find all these banger books?
I you know what, like I decided not really go after collections as much. It's just I it's just so hard selling dollar books. Like
Yeah.
I just recently purged like my last dollar books on Whatnot like a couple weeks ago, and it's just such a headache. So I just go after books one by one. I think it really kind of starts with knowing how to grade books. So if you're able to submit, like, I tell my friends, I'm like, hey, do you think you can work on maybe? They asked me for advice on selling. I'm like, do you think you? I'm like, okay, do you think you can work on maybe sending one box to CGC? Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be 25, but maybe you can send like 10 books, right?
Mhm.
So it's like, with shipping back and forth, maybe you're like at $350, right? If you have the regular membership, you hit 198, that's maybe like $100 there, or something like that. Like maybe like the more common 9/8 for New Comic Book Day is like $75. So, once you sell that batch of books, then send another box. Try to get it good enough to do it once a month.
Mhm.
So, I think buying books one by one, knowing what your customers like to buy from you, it's really, really important. But I mean, I try to like stretch myself, and it's kind of really bad. Like I'll buy like Power Rangers, Star Wars, like the Toon stuff. Like I'll buy some of the New Comic Book Day stuff. Like buy Vintage, I'll buy Golden Age. Like it just get a lot of experience memorizing, covers, and like, okay, well, maybe this person undergraded a little bit. Like, I'll take a stab at it, ask for a little bit of discount, get it graded, and you'd be up on your ROI, So it's just, it's really important to just be able to turn over, and just, you got to scale yourself, because there's a lot of people that just like, and also in the card business, like they just dump everything right back into the inventory. And it's like, how many years can you do that? Like, I mean, for me, I did it for like 5 years, and it's like, you got to see like some end, like light at the end of the tunnel where you can scale it, where you can actually make some money, get a little bit. And I think I've been talking to a lot of collectors, and they're like, the real expectation is only to make like 20% after fees, A lot of my friends are a lot greedier than that. They want like 300% ROI and stuff. I'm like, you're out of your mind. You know what I mean? So, sometimes you get lucky, but, as long as you can find a way to scale, and then the hobby will just pay for itself. So if, 20%, 30% after ROI is something that you can finally get to, and just consistently be able to save a little bit, pocket a little bit for the business, then I think you're good to go. You can just buy whatever you want.
Right. So knowing what you're looking for, to paraphrase G.I. Joe, is half the battle, right?
Yeah.
Do you use any kind of app, or what do you use to say this is the things I should be looking for? Like, you have are you old school and have a notebook?
Basically it's like, man, if this looks rare or something, or gonna,
Or
like,
you just kind of
like eBay sold prices are always like, a good parameter. Having a thumb, kind of knowing about pop culture, like what things are kind of in. It's really popular. Like these trends always circulate. It's just like the fashion business, right? So like, ripped jeans or skinny jeans were like 2 years ago, and now it comes right back in, or tie-dye shirts and it comes back in, It's kind of like, I pay attention a lot to what people are posting on Instagram. Like all the people that I follow on Instagram are all related to comics pretty much, or just my customers, and they just post stuff of what they're buying. I see what they're buying. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. It doesn't hurt also to, take advantage of going to these claim sales and seeing what people are spending, like live, without like hesitation, you know what I mean? Or going into a Whatnot stream, see what's selling. And then you just kind of formulate, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys cover a broad range of comics, titles, things that are hot. I saw you guys reviewing Deadpool and Wolverine and stuff. Like Deadpools are like really in, but no one talks about it. Like no one talks about Deadpool comics that much. But if you find a little run of high grade Deadpool covers, I mean, you might be all good. You might be good. And if you know that a lot of them are homages, right, or photo bombs, like if there are particular ones that people are looking for, you might hit a little honey spot when you go through a run, So
I know Carde was asking me, he was asking our group chat the other day. He was like, "Where is the best place to sell?" Like, what were you asking us, Hartman?
I was asking basically like, where is a place that I can just go and post besides eBay? Like with not like whatnot. It's like I'm not trying to do auctions and stuff like that. Just is there a group on Facebook that people go to and they list stuff there? Just post pictures, or because with cards you got to get on there. You got to write your name and a tag. Every photo's got to have a tag in it. You got to have like all this BS, and it's like the other day I spent like 5 hours just getting stuff together just to make like I ended up having a pretty decent sale, but I mean, if it wasn't for him, then I would have been doing that all night for like, I mean, felt like I was working for pennies, basically, how much work I was having to put in.
I mean, is Instagram the best place now? Like, I think Cherokee Middle says America. What is it?
Macari, but you gotta pay a fee every time you get money out. So, or if you spend it in the store, then you're saving some money. But it's almost like they do that with Amazon. They give you the stuff on a gift card, but you got to spend it there. Like it's kind of how I feel like with Macari. They keep your money, and you got to pay a fee to get it.
I mean, everywhere's going to take a fee. They
You don't have
make the
to,
money
but-
for
Well, Macari
doing
takes
it,
a
but-
fee, and they take a fee to get your money.
But
eBay
there's a
just
fee
saves you
for it,
money.
yeah. I mean, if you want it direct deposit and you want it like within an hour, yeah, they're going to charge you a fee. But if you don't mind waiting the 3 to 5 days, they don't charge you anything.
I mean, where do you seem to have the best success, Phil?
I mean, honestly, before like these apps started pumping, whatever, right? Like it was just eBay. Like I would have like successful months. I would make like 16 to like maybe 25,000, 30,000. Like during that whole boom, like 2019, late 2019, early 2020 boom. Like, and you just start your prices high. So like for like an app like Whatnot, it's like, okay, well, let me start it high, like half off or like 60 or 70% off. And then maybe I catch some wind and get, as long as I don't lose money, I'm fine. Or if I'm okay just purging it just to make room for inventory and you know better how to buy now, that's fine. I think eBay's probably the best bet because you just got to go back to the roots. That's all the buyers are going right. You got to see where the buyers are going, and they're going right back to eBay. I feel like. So, I mean, there's a lot. I don't know. I haven't had any issues with returns. I've been back for about a month now. So, I don't know. Like, also with eBay as well, like. It's a different method, right? There's some really rare books where you have to make a record sale. Like you're in attack mode. So there's certain like partial part of my inventory on there is like 5 something percent where I'm like, all right, I don't care. I know a certain amount of books are going to get sold before mine, so I can price it up maybe like 20%. I never want to be the cheapest person on eBay because I don't. If I want to be the cheapest person on eBay, I'd rather just like, okay, I'm gonna do it a 7-day auction, and just go lesser than kind of go a little bit less than the cheapest person on eBay, just to see if anyone takes a snip at it, or, I can get close, I can sell it faster, but I just don't get all this undercutting. Like there's like Edge of Spider-Verse 5, first Penny Parker. Like, how is that book cheaper than like some of the other Edge of Spider-Verse books in that run in 9.8 that have like very minimum key? Like, there's one that a character just dies at the end of that book, like, it's just like, I don't know, like you just got to be smart about it. Sell the stuff that are easy to sell now. Because like before you know it, June is here with the Spider-Verse stuff, and then you're not going to be able to offload it. Like, I'll just rebuy that stuff later, but I don't know. You just got to know the trends. I mean, it's really hard because like you could do claim sales, on Instagram, like just post, hey, I see a lot of people going like ABCD, E, F, G, and like everything's $5. Just claim them, or they're getting
Right.
rid of inventory that way. And they're building a customer base, which is really smart. And then when it's time to really, really cash in on some of the bigger books, you can get repeat customers. So, and then no fees with Instagram, right?
So Jedi's asking, does it help to tag when selling on IG? If so, what tags work best?
You know what? I like to copy people and like go to other people's posts. But like hashtag comic books for sale, comics for sale with the fire emoji. Like, yeah, I mean, it helps. It helps to tag your better customers. I never met Jedi, but I know that he spent a lot of money on Whatnot, right, on Star Wars. So I started
Yep.
tagging him on my Whatnot Star Wars shows on IG, see if he would come into the room. He did show up once, actually. So I've been on bidding wars with Jedi Johnson on Star Wars streams. But
Uh-oh.
yeah, just building that base. It's really, really helpful. The hashtags, yeah, for sure help. Like comics for sale, comics claims, like hashtag, like as you type into it, like the algorithm, that the search on Instagram will tell you how many people have used that tag. So
Are you talking
and
about
then
the
it shows
Meta
you what
Business
friends are
Suite?
using it too. What's that?
Are you talking about the Meta Business Suite on Instagram? Are you
I
familiar
don't
with
know
that?
about. I don't, but I just know that when you're just making your posts and you're doing the hashtags, like when you're
Yeah.
in the draft mode for posting, like it would just like kind of show you how many people have used that hashtag, and then I just like, okay, I'm gonna go with that one. And
There's
like,
the Meta Business Suite. It links to Facebook, and it actually allows you to save hashtags and star them, so that you
oh,
can just
okay,
go in and click them, and you can post to Facebook and Instagram at the same time.
yeah,
But that's really helpful for tagging, especially like you can search and it'll do basically the same thing you're saying it'll do, but it'll show up and you can star it and it'll give you Facebook, how many people on Facebook have used it versus how many people on Instagram have used it. And it also
yeah,
break down all your like how many people are following you, like who follows you, where they're located at, the best cities, the biggest cities, all that stuff. But yeah,
that's
that's
good,
super
that's
helpful.
great. Yeah, I know some successful comic book businesses, brick and mortars, they'll like do their Facebook and their IG, and then also Twitter as well too, right? And then yeah, I mean, I see some successful people in doing some YouTube sales. I just started doing a show with Mighty Melv, International Comics, Lucas, and Ninth Wonder. So we're starting that up. We're going to be our fourth show this month, next week. But it doesn't hurt to try different strategies and different platforms. But I mean, as long as you're kind of close to being reasonable to like the lowest post, like I think you'd be all right. It's like there's some people that say like, oh, this is like a near mint copy. You go to the post, like, what the hell? There's like water damage it's like moisture all over the book. Like there's no way
Yeah.
like an unread book, you know what I mean? Like, obviously you have to take a little bit of work, but to make some sales, you have to work a little bit harder. But I mean, people are thinking like, yeah, what's the way to like match sales from last year? Like it's not gonna happen. Like the boom is over. I think it's great that apps like Key Collector and Cover Price have captured data on all these books and kind of have maybe a bullet or two about why these books are kind of like on their list. The knowledge is there. It's just that the buyers are just in volume are just not there anymore. Like people still enjoy buying comics, but a variant that just came out in like 2019 or something, it's like you're gonna have hard luck selling it for the record price from last year. It's just there's a lot of people sitting on that on like X amount of copies of that stuff. I heard the card market is rebounding. It's kind of stabilizing. So, I kind of see it with how it is with comics right now. I feel like
So when's the con again? When is your stream going?
Oh, my stream is tomorrow, Sunday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Show us some of those bangers again, just so I can feel poor one more time.
All right, let me get this camera going.
Yeah, I saw a few up there I'd be interested in too. So.
Oh man, I see more than a few.
Yeah.
So do you take Visa, MasterCard, American Express?
For you, Kyle, I could work. We do have a credit card processor just for you.
Fuck yeah. You might see me tomorrow. Brucifer says, stop showing all my books.
Oh,
Those are
Brucifer, hey, what's up? Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's the man.
Yeah, good peeps. I have a look at this. Is really Mickey Mouse #1? What the hell?
That's an early one.
From 1947.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's crazy because the English version doesn't have it as a #1. It's like another title, but the Mickey Mouse one from Israel, when you type it in for GPA, it comes up to this issue right here. So. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Hopefully we do okay. That's the great thing about the community on Elite Comics 11 is that the vendors know to not kind of future price. There's the prices vary. For the most part, but they don't want headaches. They just kind of want to sell the book, move on with it. They won't have any disputes or anything, so
that's the way to do it though.
Yeah, and Whatnot was really, really good at that. But I mean, the market changed, people had to shift gears,
Oh,
I
see those
mean,
Batman covers. Oh,
yeah.
loving those.
Yeah.
Get some Neil Adams.
Yeah, even got a little Donny Cates goodness, so
That Hip Hop Miles cover, man. That helped me. That book alone helped me get all my upholstery done in my vintage VW.
Yeah.
Mine was signed by Brian Michael Bendis.
Man.
So
That's
it was
a
cool.
hard 9.8.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll have some fun. Got some Spideys.
Never go wrong with Spidey.
I am buying DC books again. What is wrong with me? Jesus Christ.
Nothing, dude. DC's where it's at.
Yeah, so I hope you all can join me. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll make a spin in.
Oh, dude, I have to, man.
Yeah.
I see a couple books that I'm just gonna have to. You know what? My wife's just gonna have to be pissed at me. It's just the way it is.
Ramen and water for the
dude.
for
I'm
Kyle's
saying
family.
it's just you know what, man. I'm just gonna get I'll let my wife be pissed after I get it in the mail. It's better to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
also, speaking about spouses and stuff, or your partners, right? It's just so important, especially during this time, that you're managing your money, right? Because there's I've heard of a lot of people kind of getting in trouble with their spouses. I heard one of my buddies was telling me he's heard of 7 divorces going on right now.
Because of comics?
And they're all comic vendors.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, so it's holy crap, I know one of them, I'm like, and it's it was this one guy I kept telling me, yeah, man, you gotta watch out
Slow
with
down.
your budget, dude. You gotta calm down, you have to adjust. The market's actually been dipping for probably 24 months, overall, but there's some books that have been going up still. We're getting kind of better to a
Shit, I
healthier
you me
market.
both.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Sam took my comic budget. He He's
Yeah.
he really gave me the high hard one this year. But I still
Oh,
have to.
taxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was talking about we were showing last week, or was it last week or the week before, we were showing off some of our favorite stuff from our collection.
2 weeks ago.
And I was talking, I don't got that much stuff, I got this and that. After the show, my wife was like, you know how many boxes of comics you have? Like I said I was modest and I didn't have a lot of stuff. She went through and counted boxes and piles and did all kinds
Oh
of
yeah.
And she came
Yeah.
out and was like, you got this many. And I was like, I was just trying to be cool on the show.
Yeah, so what I did with my wife was that before the boom had already started, right? So this was back in 2019, and it was a local comic book shop, and they had an Ultimate Fallout 4 1 in 25 Diverging raw, right?
Oh shit.
I thought it was like an 8.0, so like the dude wanted $2,500 for it. I'm like, nah, I'm
Damn.
good. And I was like, I'm gonna walk out, whatever. And then no, like we could do something. Let me work something with you, whatever. And he had like 2 copies of Star Wars, one and some couple other variants and stuff, right? So he threw those in plus the miles for like $2,000, and I let my wife buy the miles. I'm like, listen, I want you to buy this book because I want you to see like kind of like the light on modern comics. Like this is why I've been going into modern comics. I want you to see like how much this book is going to be worth, because this is the most important modern book on the planet right now. So she ended up buying it for like $1,500, and we sold it for $5,000 like 2 months ago. Like we were like super happy. It was a CGC 9.4, but we sold it on Elite Comics 11. It since has gone back up again to like 8,000 something, but like she's happy. She's like, this is incredible. So, I shared that journey with her, like she's always with me too on comic book hauls, and we're at cons and stuff. But, she usually invests in like a small little portfolio of vintage books, like an FF49 or a 48 or something. But, she's now back down to 0 comics. She sold everything now. So we'll be opening up that portfolio again, getting some stuff on some future hauls for her, but that's just for her. It's something I share with her, so yeah, I mean, doesn't give me full immunity, when I kind of
Right.
go on splurges and stuff, but
Right. But she's got the bug a little bit, right?
yeah, just share it with her, and we're watching The Mandalorian, Star Wars together. She didn't even like really care about Star Wars before, and then she's just all about it now, So try the best you can to include your family into the process.
I've tried. My wife's like, are you done digging through boxes yet? Nope. Sure ain't.
That's
Can
why I
go have
drop my
lunch?
wife off at the mall. And
Yeah.
I'm like, let me go to the comic shop 15 minutes away from here. We have this mall in Tyson's Corner. I just drop her off there, and then I go to the Victory Comics for like an hour or 2 hours, and I come back, and she's back, with like shopping bags of whatever H&M,
Shanae
happy.
says, how do I get my wife into purses? Not into purses, but into comics. You know what?
Purses are very valuable.
Yeah, I say
Yeah,
collect them. That's what I tell. Like I tell my wife, I think I need a new purse. You know what? And then I can use the thing. Well, you got that purse. I get comics. There is that little thing that we all collect, and it's kind of it's good. And then she's got nice purses, so maybe down the road she can flip them. And I was going to show you some of my oldest comics. I don't know if you've seen these before, or if I probably showed all you guys these, but these were found in my grandparents' attic. So like I have like these Weird Worlds.
Nice.
World's 9, Atlas Comics. So I think these are all from like 53. An original Tales from the Crypt. It's Tales from the Crypt 33. I love horror comics. Brian loves this one. It's Chilling Tales 13. Dude, it's like the coolest creepy cover. Like this one, dude, right here is this Crime and Justice. That kid with the baseball bat. Tell me he's not a serial killer. Motherfucker's a serial killer.
Those are awesome.
Then I've got like House of Mystery. And then Headline Comics. But my great grandfather was a big comic guy, and my grandparents were renting out a house, his old house, and I guess he used to store all his comics in the attic, and the tenants at the time discovered it, stole his entire comic collection, bailed.
No.
They don't even know how many comics were up there. Those were just the
Jesus.
ones that were left when they
Unreal.
realized that they had bailed. But he was an
Wow.
old. Brian's always like, "The fuck don't you get those graded for?" They're more sentimental because it's like a family heirloom kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it was a
Yeah.
guy that I never met that died mid-coitus. He was having coitus and died. Tell me that's not the best way to go out. He was railing his girlfriend at the time, and he died.
That's awesome.
Dude, I'd still to this day.
Legend.
But yeah, they rented out his house. Who knows what kind of fucking comics he actually had. So, but you want to plug one more time the con for everybody's?
Oh yeah, so yeah, at con. So it's Elite Comics 11. You can also follow me on Vintage Comics and Toys. It's all one
Mhm.
word on Instagram. So you can check it out.
Like everybody's
I got my
already
website
not.
too. So yeah, vintagecomicsandtoys.com. Got different comics there too. So, I mean, I've been doing a lot of content on IG. I kind of stepped away from doing podcasts. So like
I know we really had, like, your people had to talk to our people. We sat in a boardroom for days trying to get you to come on. I mean, it was a task, man. Your people are tough, man, to strike this deal, but we're glad we finally came to terms on it.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like, when things were kind of slow during the winter, I'm like, okay, well, so I went on this like kind of went on this like legendary haul like during the summer. So I went like every single week. I went to a different city all across America. I went all the way over to Seattle as well too, to Emerald City Comic Con, and I just like, okay, well, while things are kind of slow, let me go get inventory. I want to kind of do myself I need to fall back in love with vintage comics again. And, I went on this crazy haul, like 6 weeks, 6 cities. And then I came back, I did New York Comic Con, and then I'm like, okay, I need to go on a little bit of a hiatus again, because like what I saw was a lot of panicking of people trying to sell collections at these local cons. So like, I'm not going to see these people again until maybe after the winter. So I like decided like, okay, let me do some more content. Let me sacrifice sales on Whatnot a little bit. Let me try to connect with people. And I found out that after doing more sales on Instagram, there's like people who buy comics, and then after they pay, like they want to have a conversation about like the comic books they bought or what they're collecting. It's been really, really refreshing, and the content that I've been doing about like doing hauls or kind of like little opinions about things going on in the comic book market, like my repeat buyers are just like they're talking to me, they're messaging me, or they're talking back and forth in comments. It's been a lot of fun, being off of kind of YouTube a little bit, and then I just focus on my business, and I really feel like I'm interacting more with people on IG. So it's been a
That's what I
trip,
think
man.
the funnest part about doing a show like this on YouTube is the awesome people I get to meet because of doing it. Like Brucifer, for example, that dude's awesome. I talk to that dude every day now. Like some of the
Yeah.
people that I talk to every day are because I met them through doing this.
Yeah.
Like you, for
And that's
example, I talked to
right.
you. The only reason I did it is because of this. Of doing, YouTube online. That's why I always try to tell, hey, listeners, reach out, man. I love chatting with everybody because I think it's so much fun. So I really get where you're coming from on that, that angle of, you really get to know the people that are buying from you. And I think it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you want to stick around for a few, we're going to do best and worst covers of the week. If you've got to bounce and get ready for your show, you're more than welcome. Whatever you want to do,
yeah,
it's up to you.
let's do the segment. I can stick around for another 30 minutes.
All right, cool.
So, yeah.
Let's let me
Sam coming back.
All right, so let's see next. Our first cover of the week is the Incredible Hulk Disney 100 What If
You don't like this one?
Goofy Exposed to Gamma. You like that? I think it's fucking stupid. When I originally
I don't
looked
like
at
it. I don't like the fact that it's on a Spider-Man comic, but I don't think it's.
Is that a money grab?
I just thought it was dumb. I don't know. I might be on the minority here, but like, they didn't have to do this. They didn't have to do this.
But they
at
did.
all. But they did.
They
They
did.
did have to.
I just think it's bad. It's just.
The only
So,
thing I have a problem with it being on a Spider-Man book.
So is the artist, is it Sky Vitale or?
Yeah,
who's
that's the artist of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're right, Jedi. It could be a niche cover. I saw it and I was like, oh, fuck, man. I really was.
Smash.
And I get it's the Homage cover and blah blah blah, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. So let me go. Next, I have the Adventures of Superman, John Kent #1, the Zoo Orzo stock cover.
Oh my god,
Dude, it's like the worst emo.
Can I have my phone back?
Exactly. Can I have my phone back?
yeah, it's not too good.
Please.
What do you think of this, Phil? What do you like? I just think they missed the mark on whatever they were trying to do. Maybe he was trying to do an emo cover. I don't know, but I think Hartman nailed it. Can I get my phone back?
I don't know. I mean, it's drawn really well. I just kind of wish what was in the guts of it. But I mean, I think it's a miss. But I mean, I can see why people like it though. Zoo Orzo is a beast. Like, she's awesome. But
I think he missed the mark on this one. He does do some
Okay.
badass covers, but I think the emo "God, I Want My Phone Back" cover is.
He looks like the guy felt when he was asked to draw.
I feel down
Sad.
today, and I want my
I
phone
wouldn't do
back.
this.
So that's the
This
kind of
sucks.
cover I'm gonna do.
Everybody else is going to the concert.
Dad, I want to go to. You can't go.
Bullshit, Dad.
All right.
I think Hartman's drawn from real life. There.
Next, we got the "What is the story of Captain Picard?"
Is that 8-bit?
No, it's actually a kid's book. They do
It's a
it
kid's
with.
book.
I think it looks cool.
They do it with all these things, but this was a Lopez pick. It is kind of funky, the big head thing.
I think it's popular. It's coming back.
So this
It's a bit
series,
of-
they all do that with the big head, the balloon head.
Yeah. I
Please
just-
don't tell me this is a ratio variant. This is not a ratio variant, is it?
No, it's
It's
a
not.
kid's
No,
book.
no, it's
It's
not
a
even a
kid's
comic
book.
book.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's not a comic book.
Yeah. He says,
Have
a
you guys-
story about character that hates children.
Are you guys watching Picard?
No.
No.
I will
guess
once
you
it's
should,
done.
I don't know.
hmm
Okay.
Next, we have the Flash 794, George Cambadias Costaka. I
hate all these Flash covers.
I do too. I don't like the way that he does these Flash covers. I don't like the wonkiness of it, and I think that's what it gets me.
George Cambadias, huh?
How does he get that head through the bridge door?
It's the color scheme too. It always seems like a city, like a nighttime. I don't know. I don't like the colors.
I just think all these, and I'm a Flash dude. I love Flash, but exactly right here, Joe. Flash versus Gumby. This is exactly what I see. Yeah, you nailed it.
And these books are expensive now, aren't they? Like a cover price of like $6 or something on the DCs, I think.
Yeah, because of that harder card stock.
Yeah.
B cover. Yeah, and it always makes me mad is when the B covers are a miss, because those are the ones I always like to get, and I'm just like, ah. Well, and he's been doing these covers for a while. So this isn't like the first one that we've seen. It's just like this the leg and the just and it's a miss.
Yeah.
It's just always just a miss to me.
He looks like Flat Stanley from the waist down.
But let's get over to best covers of the week. Even though this is Lopez's cover. It's the Predator #1, the 1 in 50 Bartel cover.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a cover.
I think the good-
Wow.
I think the good part about this cover, besides the art, is the fact that this is like Bartel's first humanoid cover, right? Like she
Yeah.
never really draws aliens. So
And it's a lot better than that cover what she did 2 weeks ago?
was it the Phoenix one?
Yeah,
that-
there's one that she really missed the mark on. But yeah, that's dope. Next, I've got the Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing 6, the Lee Berhemio cover. Dude, he's fucking fire with these books.
Yeah.
Like we have put so many of his covers on this best cover of the week. These he just kills it with these. These are ever since December. I think we've been putting his books up. He just the true aura of Joker has come through him, and he really knows how to put Joker on the cover.
Yeah.
They're just fucking awesome. Next, we have the Batman 133 Art Germ cardstock cover. Dude, he's just fire no matter what he does. They're just
Yeah, that's a good one.
right here. Joe, you take the words out of my mouth that I don't even think of. But yes, you nail it. You're right. That's what he's doing. But I love this Art Germ cover. It just kicks ass. What do you think, Phil?
I
What do you think
mean,
these best covers?
Smoke is pretty cool. You know, kind of like where is he? Like, oh, he's Arkham Asylum. Kind of, that's where the creepy smoke comes from. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Trying to get Sam working on trying to get him on the show.
That'd be a good interview.
It would be fun. Next, I got Silver Surfer, Ghostlight #2, the Believe cover. Dude, Silver Surfer covers are just badass. There's just something about Silver Surfer. I don't know what it is. What do you guys think?
Well, who's the character
Man.
behind her? Do we know?
No, I'm not sure. It's Mrs. Surfer. Just joking. I don't know.
It looks like it might be like Vision or something, but I'm not sure.
This kind of looks like a movie poster, which is, kind of
It does.
where the Super Surfer is positioned, and the big bad is in the background or something. Tells a story a little bit.
This would be so much better if they did it. I don't know if they did a version cover to it. They got rid of this Marvel 2 and the barcode. I think with really good covers like this, they should automatically put the barcode on the back. Because I just think it takes away from covers.
I mean, it looks better centered, I think, than off on the side. I think.
I mean, that it does make it a little bit better, but just getting rid of it completely, I think would be awesome.
Yeah, I think if they combined like the Marvel 2 variant barcode all into one box, and maybe on the back. I don't know.
Joe says if only Marvel could fill a book with a readable story. So, oops. Well, now that's it for our best covers of the week. So, thank you guys for hanging out. Phil, you're more than welcome to keep hanging out. I guess I'm doing anime now. If you've got to bounce to get ready for that badass show, I understand. And if you do have to bounce, don't be a fucking stranger, man. It was awesome having you on. You
Appreciate
open
you guys.
invite anytime, carte blanche. Whenever you want to come on, don't even wait for me to ask. If you're fucking bored or you want to do something, you just hit me up. It says, Kyle, where's the goddamn link at?
Absolutely. You guys have any comments? I'll look at the show afterwards, and have any questions or whatever. I wish I could be more helpful. Hartman. With the platform of where to sell is just
It's
just well being
being
smart.
lazy.
Yeah, you just got to be. I think you need to go where the masses are, right, and just kind of perfect that platform as much as you can to your ability, right? And I've told people hey, can you make 5 eBay postings a week? I think someone could maybe. Most people, I think, can carve that out. I think you can go.
Well, I was looking right now because they actually. I stopped selling around November, so there was a couple months I wasn't selling, and basically they penalized me for it, and now I get 10 listings.
Oh wow! So
so I'm like, fuck eBay.
I paid for a store and
I paid for the store too.
Oh okay.
And I'm like, so I just paid for a store, and you're still not giving me more than 10 listings. Why am I paying for the store then? Give me my money back.
Wow. They were giving me extensions. I just, kind of, I fell off, and I could still post X as much as I want, actually, still.
They said
I don't know.
They said in February I had a high list of unshipped orders, and I didn't sell anything. I haven't sold anything since November.
Yeah, you got to give them a call. Yeah, try to work that out.
Joe's just start where you're best known. People want someone they could trust. That was going to be my suggestion. Was I would try a couple platforms and just see which one works best, where it seems to draw the best. I would almost alternate.
Were you guys?
Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Were you guys selling pre-pandemic?
No.
In bulk? Have you all ever did? Comics?
I was selling on Mercari.
I only sell when it's time to. Got to fix the VW. Got to add some parts.
I need money. Time to sell.
Okay. So you have some awareness of what books used to go for.
Yeah.
When back in 2019, Indie Spotlight, he was get on this Something Is Killing Children 1. I bought 10 copies. Okay, whatever. I'll pay $5 a piece or $6 after shipping, buy a bulk, right? Went to an online store and just bought like 10 copies. Ended up selling them for like most of all of those for like $20 at like New York Comic Con, like in 2019. And like I was like, okay, that's cool, whatever. I'm only in like $6. I barely invest in modern and stuff, and it's like, you know, back in the day, like New Comic Book Day books, like you would make like, you know, you spend like what, $3, $4, $5, right? And then you get $15, right? This is before fees. So it's like, you know, a lot of people who didn't flip pre-pandemic, like they don't know that, like, you know, that's a score. Like you go to comic book shops for that thrill, like every single Wednesday, you get one book that may hit. You want to get that scratch ticket, you know, and maybe you get something. So, you know, going back to that and with more awareness with what comic books are and what's in the guts, and like, yeah, look, we're like looking at Jen Bartel covers and we're comparing, and like you guys have the knowledge base of what she draws usually, right? But like, I don't know, like I feel like I don't know. I feel like we all got a little bit spoiled during the, you know, the boom, and I think as long as you can make, you know, some of your money back, like you're all right. And like I bought so much modern, like I have like, dude, I have like still like 10,000 modern comics like in stock, like in storage. Like I was planning to like offload those, like, you know, period, like every so, you know, just a portion of it. I was selling 1,000 comic books a month on Whatnot. Like it was so insane. So I always had enough to hoard and kind of like, okay, let me time the seasons and stuff, my inventory, when to sell. And it's like, hey, at least like I only bought modern comics, like majority modern comics during this time, right? Because can you imagine buying like a Fantastic Four #1 for like $50,000 and now it's worth like $35K? Like, you know, there's some people with portfolios like that. Like an X-Men 1, they paid $25K for like a 4.0, and now a 4.0 goes for like, I don't know, what's it go for? 8,500 or 12,000 or something like that. Like, you know, at
so now
least
they're
with most of us, we bought in cheaper, but you know, like if you want to sell it off, like, you know, maybe you have to take $1 for each book, you know, instead of, you know, but I mean, hey, at least you can get rid of it faster, right?
Some profit's
I would
better
always
than no
tell-
profit. And inventory
tell-
just sitting in a box is no money made.
Yeah,
So,
and
right?
that's true.
and
I
I
would
feel
always
like,
tell people to get into something that you know about, or you know, are passionate about, or like, you know, that way you know, because as long as you know what it's worth, you know, don't get into something that you don't know anything. Like I wouldn't get into sports cards because I don't know jack crap about them, you know, except, you know, older ones maybe. But I, you know, if I stick with like I get the cartoon type books, this is the type of stuff I've always been collecting.
yeah,
You know, so I know the market for them.
That's, you know, Joe's like FOMO cycles are getting shorter and shorter. You know what? That's I agree with Six though. You just buy what you like.
yeah, and like with sticks, like I see, like you have like tons of Funko Pops behind you, and it was like there was that time where everyone's freaking mother was buying and flipping like, you know, Funko Pop exclusives, and you know, it dipped a lot, and then it's kind of making its way back right now. So this is kind of what I've been seeing, kind of in a smaller scale with modern comics. If Funko can make a comeback, then I think moderns can make a comeback too. You know.
So like with Funko, I used to buy. Oh, I like this one. I like this guy. You know, and finally after a while, that I just got to pare it down to like certain things that I know I want to keep. So over here, I've got all my Doctor Who pops, and over here, I'm in miscellaneous. You know, I'll have Spider-Man. I'll have some. I have like an Aaron Judge from the Yankees and Nebula and things like that, and Lost and Alias, and you know, a lot. And I just sold off a lot of the ones I had that I didn't even want. I'm like, I don't know why I have these. Probably because I got it for $3 or $4. So
Yeah,
awesome.
I think we'll be good. I mean, anyone making promises that we're going to be back to the boom or getting back to where we were last year is probably on crack. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it was great to see a lot of the modern dealers popping up like at cons. When I did my summer tour. And it got really, really ridiculous where it was like with the Funko Pop dealers, like you would just see just random people just starting to be Funko Pop dealers and charging like 3 times more than what they were going on eBay and then getting the price, So like, I don't know, like now I'm kind of seeing the modern dealers kind of like, I still haven't gone too much out of state, but they're getting less and less on the road, like at cons and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The pop culture and comics, I mean, they're intertwined. So,
Oh, forever.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we all enjoyed great sales while it lasted, but now it's time to really look at analyze the market and really see if you want to make money out of it, make smarter decisions, and a lot of people are doing that right now. So then when you see buyers doing that, then us as vendors, flippers, then you need to be twice as more strict buying books to sell. So
Well, I think a lot of the
Agreed.
books that you got back there are books that they're pretty easy
Anyone
to
would
sell.
want it,
Yeah. So
well, I hoard a lot. I usually I don't make any of those available. They're not even a lot of them are not even on my website or eBay. I just this is my little stash, and then what I do is like I'll just do some claim sales, and if it doesn't sell, then okay, am I going to hold on to this and stash it away in the storage, or am I going to put it on eBay? So
Yeah.
I'll have one last question for you, Phil. So that your little stash, do you take books to cons and trade and things like that? Do you do that
trade.
with other vendors?
So
Have you done that?
like I usually trade with customers. I don't usually trade, like people hit me up to try to trade for books, where I post for claims. They're like, hey, like can I trade for that? I'm like, it's like, no, there's just no way. So
Right.
but at cons, like
The
one of the
price
big
is met.
perks about being at cons is like there's a bunch of vendors that are all like lowballing customers, like real bad on trades, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm in that environment. But if there's something I really, really want, I actually will pay or trade close to the value for that book. Like
Right.
I traded close to the value for like a Submariner 1, like CGC 7.5, like an ASM 300 9.4. Like I traded really, really close to value. But if it's like something like, people want to like offload just because they hate looking at a long box of books, and it's like I can't take it, or I pay them just a little bit, like
Right.
but I have to be able to offload it.
Right.
Vendors, I don't know, like vendors will trade you pennies to the dollar, but if you're in that group of vendors, right, they'll actually trade you like actually really close to market value for value.
If you have a friendly relationship with them, what you're saying?
Yeah, and it's like it's so important. Like for times right now, it's like there's been a lot of like people fighting like in the community, and it's like so important to keep these relationships. And I kind of like for the cards, right? Like I saw this guy who had the best looking Mickey Mantle rookie card, and it was like a documentary or an interview on YouTube, and he was asked this question like, what's the most important advice you can give to card collectors? And he said, the most important thing is keeping good relationships, because I like these relationships with people that you have for years and years and years. Like he probably knew of the person who had owned that earlier, and like it was time for him to sell. It's like, well, you're the number one person on my list to sell this to, and with with Elite Comics 11, like I did business with Ali. Like I sold him like a couple Star Wars comics like a few years ago. But then when I saw him at shows, like I kind of saw him, said hi all the time, exchanged pleasantries and stuff. And then it was like, okay, well now it's time to like see if I can, try out their platform, see if they would take me in as a vendor. And then we actually had like, like we knew each other. There was like some type of social interaction between us, right? So that helped us get into the door, and they only have a limited amount of vendors that like, let
he'll let in
a show, so. But relationships are super, super important. Like,
I agree.
So important. Like, I don't know why people are burning bridges all left and right.
You never want to do that,
If you hate someone, just keep it to yourself.
right? Let business be business and let feelings be feelings.
Yeah,
don't
it's a great
don't-
community. Yeah. Anyways, but
yeah. Don't
Wait.
burn bridges. Just Kyle's curtains.
Hey, I love these motherfuckers. My wife does too. Well, Phil, you're more than welcome to hang out. If you got a bail, we get it. We're going to move on to anime. We got our March Madness 90s cartoons coming up. We got Styx's segment coming up. And we got the hot chick of the week to round it all out. Oh, so stick around, everybody. Don't bail just because Phil's leaving.
All right, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Like I
Have a
said,
great show.
anytime you want to come on, man, you're more than welcome.
Absolutely. We'll be back on again. Thank you.
Don't wait for me.
Thank you for coming
If you
on,
want to
Phil.
come on,
Good to
just
see you.
ask. Yep. Have a good rest of your night.
Good
luck
See
on
you
your
tomorrow
sale.
at your sale.
Peace out. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right. That was awesome. Phil's a cool dude. I'm glad I finally got him to come on. I've been asking him for a while. Let's see. Where is Big News? Right here. All right. So we've got Naruto officially returns with 4 new episodes. And a pleasant surprise to Naruto fans across the world, new episodes of the classic ninja anime are coming to the screen in September. Hell yeah.
Oops, sorry.
No problem. Tyson, I do. This is like the 6th White Claw that I've pounded. So, yes, I guess you can probably tell. Next, we've got fan dispute finally settled in One Punch Man when it is revealed that grumpy psychic Tuskamunaki wears undies. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I guess it's shitty that he does. Loudest intro in the business. Nice. So we've got, speaking of One Punch Man, OPM Artists debuts trailer for new animation project Zayakuri, a modern adaptation of Chinese classic Into the West. The title character is a river spirit who becomes part of a gang. Hey man, if I was a river spirit, that's what I'd do.
There you go.
I'd swim in vagina. Aha!
Next, we've got the WTF manga of the week.
Oh, Kill la Kill.
This is an anime first, but later made into a manga. The story follows student council members with magic uniforms that make them super strong, and they fight with giant scissors. Hell yeah. The battles are bonkers. The outfits are wild. Check out the manga or the anime. Dude, that
Yes.
does not look like a
Check it
giant-
out.
Oh, shit. What did I do?
It's on Adult Swim, or it was.
Was it?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I mean,
Like, I think
it's
the
a pretty-
outfit is
it's a
alive.
pretty sexy outfit there. I'd have to.
I think it gets smaller as it gets more alive.
No, Hartman sounds good. Absolute geek. I think you're drunk on a cruise.
Oh yeah. Although Avatar: The Last Airbender is not Japanese-produced anime, it has often been associated with the anime style due to its visual and storytelling similarities. The show is heavily influenced by anime and other East Asian forms and has been praised by anime fans, blah, 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 blah. Therefore, while it is not technically considered anime, it is often discussed alongside anime due to the similar style and themes. Say something back, Sam.
Sam kind of said that. He sounds like he's in a bathroom. All right, now we're going to move on to first appearances, and I got to do a shout out to Matt. Matt was sitting on a cruise, getting him a couples massage with no happy ending until after when his wife gave him one.
Oh
He
boy.
still managed to do all his slides. So I appreciate you still putting in the work, even though you're somewhere in the Bahamas. At least you got the happy ending after by the wife. First appearance of the week. We've got the first appearance of Haymaker, a skilled fighter with a personal vendetta against Laura. And that'll be in the X-23 Deadly Regenesis. The fuck happened to her ankle there? Dude, she did the same thing Kevin Durant did in warm-ups this week.
She rolled it. Oh, God.
I'm Kevin Durant.
My
I
ankle.
rolled my ankle. I can't
My
play
ankle.
for 3 weeks now, you cocksucker.
It might have already been broken from the fight.
Next, we've got the first cameo appearance of Salandra Show.
Salandra Show.
Salandra Show. Who the hell is Salandra Show, Sticks Boy?
I'm not as well versed as the other guys. I know she's had an appearance.
That's
I
not
think, before.
that's not Salandra Show, I take it.
That on the cover. No, that's not Salandra Show. I don't remember who that is.
That's not cilantro?
So that's not tastes like
Is that Han
cilantro
Solo?
tastes like.
Well, definitely check out the Star Wars show. I'm sure they're going to get into it.
They'll get into it.
The Chewbacca?
Next, we have the Star Wars Bounty Hunters first appearance of Iden Verso and Inferno Squad. Is that the Inferno Squad there?
No, that's who is that? That's Zuckus. I don't know. Yeah, Zuckus.
Who's that?
But Zuckus is one of the bounty hunters. He was in Empire Strikes Back.
I don't remember him.
He was on he was one of the ones that Vader was sending out to find Luke.
Gotcha. Okay. Next, we've got the Spawn first appearance of Cataclysm. So if everybody's reading Spawn, make sure to go check out the first appearance.
People read Spawn?
339. Nope, we just collected for the covers.
Probably.
Cold-hearted shit.
Next, we have the first appearance of the new Lethal Legion, including a female Grim Reaper and New Mutants. Because, female Grim Reapers are the best Grim Reapers.
Yep. Is that Cocaine Bear?
Dude, that is fucking Cocaine Bear. That's Cocaine Bear, and that's Cocaine Villain.
No, that's actually it's Demon Bear, but
And those little guys are potential cocaine users.
there you go.
This is Cocaine Bear. This is the dealer. And these are the people on the
Scumbags
street.
that owe them money.
All these guys owe this guy cocaine money.
It kind of looks like Kingpin, but I know it's not.
I know. That's So,
He's got more of a coned head than Kingpin does.
next, we have the first appearance of Scythia, leader of the Wache.
That title card, that is a ripoff of
Wache.
that Capcom game, Dark Stalkers. Every time I see
She
that,
looks fucked up there. What the fuck is wrong with her here?
I
It's
got
like she has
excited.
no back half of her head. That's a fucked up cover.
Your
I'm not
hair's
down with
long.
that.
That's supposed Psylocke? No, not Psylocke.
It's a fucked up cover is what it is.
Okay. I look at that. I see Shotzi, but
If you're into the Scarlet Witch run,
Nope.
here's your first appearance to Hoard Up. Buy 20 copies.
I do think they're trying to sexy her up.
Next, we'll go into Movie Wars. I did Iron Man versus. Oh shit!
No.
Did I do?
No.
You know what? I think I forgot to actually do Movie Wars this week.
Well, it was dead. Or
It was Deadpool versus Iron Man.
Ace
One.
Ventura.
Iron Man won, and I didn't fucking. I woke up late and I scrambled. So you guys let me know what should Iron Man be against, and then I will make that this week's competition.
Orgasmo.
Okay, Orgasmo it is.
Orgasmo. Nobody's seen that movie.
That movie's awesome. Stunt cock.
I've never seen it. No, Pootie Tang.
Dude, Orgasmo is like the best fucking
Side-eye
movie.
Tang.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. We're doing it.
Oh.
We're doing it.
I'll watch Don't Be a Menace before I watch that movie.
We watched that in high school. I brought it in one day.
Don't Be a Menace?
Yeah.
That's
how
a great
easy
movie.
our math class was.
That's a great movie.
Today, what's your homework? Rewatch Don't Be a Menace. South Central. Why drinking your juice in the hood? That was the one we watched.
Yeah. Have you
Okay.
seen that one, Kyle?
Yes.
Okay. That's a great movie.
So they're like, oh shit, hold on.
He hasn't seen It Man though.
I'm going to.
Ip Man?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix
I
this
don't think
right
I
now
have.
live.
Watch
Donnie
check
Yen?
that out. Yeah.
That was Donnie Yen?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, one they're trying to cancel right now.
Yeah.
For being tan.
So it's gonna be Orgasmo. Fuck it. Let me.
So it's like a bye week.
Yeah, pretty much. Everyone's homework is go home and watch Orgasmo, so you know what it is.
Dude, the movie is. How do you not seen Orgasmo, man? It's a fucking. It's from the minds of South Park dudes, man.
South
It's
Park, yeah.
awesome. Stunt
Is it?
cock. You never seen it?
No, is it that funny?
I think it is.
I think
I
I
think
remember seeing it when it came out. I don't remember liking it, but I'll give it another watch.
Yeah, you got to give it another watch. It's fucking awesome.
I don't think I was allowed to see it. How long ago was it?
Let's see.
Mom, can I see
97, 98?
Orgasm?
South Park came out in
Okay, that's
97,
low.
so
It was
maybe 99.
it was like
great.
19
Definitely the 90s.
it was
I'm thinking 99.
1997.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, no, I was in 6th grade.
Dude, the movie's
Did that
fucking-
come out? Did that come out before South Park then?
No,
No.
they wouldn't
no.
be able to make that.
No,
without
South Park
some
was going for a
clout.
while.
Hey, we're new in town, but we want to do Orgasmo. No,
So,
all right.
yeah, that's going to be. So make your picks. That's what it's going to be. So Cartoon Wars, we had our brackets, and everybody
You
went
just
and
gave
voted.
it to him.
Congratulations to Tyson E.
He won because he's the only one that submitted. But big shout out to everybody that voted. So now this is what it is.
I've
So
been a nail biter for like all the competitions though. One person versus one person.
I think it was before basketball.
I'm pretty
there,
sure it
Tyson.
was before basketball.
Yeah, South Park started in 97.
And every week he's wrong, we rip a page out.
We should do that like they do in
Scratch the one mark.
what's that movie? The Cleveland Indians.
Basketball was 98. It was the next
Hot
year.
Shot? No.
So, this is what we have to do first, though.
Major
before
League.
We have to get going. Is Beavis and Butthead and Futurama also they tied at 50%?
no kidding.
Yeah.
So we gotta do that one
we
again.
need to do a tiebreaker.
How are we gonna do that? Put them up against some modern animated.
No, what
shows?
we're gonna do right now is everybody's gonna vote right now. It's Beavis and Butthead versus Futurama. Whoever has the most amount of votes now, it wins.
My vote's
So,
for future.
Are we talking about with the music videos or without the music video?
the shorts?
So I vote. So Sticks votes Futurama. I vote Beavis and Butthead.
I vote Beavis and Butthead.
Tyson votes Futurama.
We are Beavis and Butthead.
Carde West votes
Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead. So it's actually tied right now. TK votes Futurama.
There we go.
Eddie votes Futurama. So what's it at right now? Sticks.
What's that? 3, 4,
Absolute is voting Beavis
5.
and Butthead.
1. You both had Beavis, right?
I had Beavis. Hartman had Beavis.
So 2,
You had Futurama.
3. It's 4-3. Futurama.
Okay. So we need more votes, you guys. There's like 20 of you guys watching. We need a few more votes. So TK's got Tyson's got Futurama, TK's got Futurama, Eddie's
Listen.
got Futurama.
For all you longtime watchers, first time callers, put your answer in right now.
Yeah, Beavis and then Absolute's got Beavis and Butthead. So 1, 2, 3.
Jeez.
So it's 4-3 right now, right?
Yeah, 4-3 Futurama.
It's 4-3 right now. So
Bruce DeFerd's got Futurama 5-3.
got 5-3. So as we're waiting for people to vote, we'll do it.
What's on the other side there? Well, let's go to the other side.
The other side. Okay,
The other side of
so
your bracket.
okay, yeah, we'll go over here. So Family Guy. Oops. Oh shit. So see how it's tied?
Yeah.
So
Good thing
King of the
you
Hill
lied.
beat Dr. Katz.
Hello.
South Park beat The Head.
Hello.
Celebrity Deathmatch beat Home Movies. Family Guy beat
Okay.
What?
Flux.
Hold up. Beat home movies?
Oh, home
Yes,
movies are
Celebrity
horrible.
Deathmatch.
That is bullshit.
I hated
Ed-
home movies.
Home
Ed-
movies
Ed-
is great.
Ed voted Beavis and Butthead. Family Guy
Yep.
beat Aeon Flux. Red and Stimpy killed the Max. Rocko's Modern Life killed Mission Hill.
Good.
The Simpsons destroyed Daria.
That's not surprising.
And then, so that's where we're at. Futurama versus Paul King's got Beavis and Butthead. Tyson's got he already voted. He's voting on home movies again. Can't do it.
Listen, you Tyson and Joe you guys were the only 6% that voted for those two.
Right?
So
So what are we at right now?
it's 5-4 Futurama.
So we'll give it about 2 more minutes. Maybe not even that long. And then I guess we'll give it to Futurama. Come on. More people vote. You know what, though? Beavis and Butthead is badass, but there is something about Futurama.
I mean, it's basically The Simpsons. Just,
Yes. But there's something about Futurama. But I was watching Beavis and Butthead last night, the new ones.
Mhm.
And the videos they put on there suck. Like the way they're going about it with the videos, like they're doing it as if people were watching YouTube, and I get it. So it's like YouTube videos.
yeah. It's
I like
like,
the ASMR one.
So, well,
yeah, Eddie. Futurama is way more rewatchable.
I'm gonna open some crayons.
so you know what? We'll give it to.
And it's coming back. Futurama's coming back too.
It is coming back. It's awesome.
Did they get the voices back too?
Yes.
Everybody, you got
Yeah, everyone's
everybody
back.
All right.
The
I'm in.
only thing that sucks that we just found out recently is that they're not going to be updating the mobile game anymore. And that sucks because I like the mobile game.
We got another one for Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, 5-5.
Now it's tied again.
Now it's tied again.
Oh,
Thanks a lot, Site Uno.
So now you see where it is. I will have Pete update everything. Let's see. So we've got. So it looks like now it's going to be whoever wins will be versus King of the Hill. We have Celebrity Deathmatch versus South Park. Ren and Stimpy versus Family Guy. Rocco's Modern Life versus The Simpsons.
Nope.
Right? Is this right?
That's right.
So that's where it's at.
That's where it's at. Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. I don't even think it was one of the choices. That's a great show, though. It really is a great show.
There's a lot of good shows that should have been on there.
We'll remind it. We'll keep going. We'll finish up the show. We'll give everybody a few more minutes to vote.
Did Rocco work for a sex hotline? That's a serious
No.
question.
So
No.
I'm gonna move. So
You sure about that?
I will have
I'm pretty
Pete
sure.
post these so that we can continue voting. But
That's
this
where
is
it's
the
at.
vote.
Pretty sure he did.
Man, you know what?
Chicky said, yeah. No, he didn't.
Yeah, I think he did.
What?
I think Rocco really worked for a sex hotline. Like, I'm serious. It was kind of an adult joke that was hidden.
I'd have to rewatch it again, I guess. I don't think he did. I know he worked for some kind of phone
A sex hotline.
something. I don't know if it was
Phone
a sex.
sex. hotline?
I don't know if it was a sex hotline or not.
Well, what did he sell? What was he selling?
I don't know. It wasn't pants because he didn't
Well,
have.
I mean, the next door neighbor's pretty hot for him. She stole his pants. Didn't
I
she
don't
call him? Mhm. Just saying.
All right.
All right.
We're gonna move on to the hot chick of the week.
Hey, Spunky.
This week I went with golf
Trying
again.
to ruin my
I went
childhood.
with Paige Praddock. Man, I really need to take up golf. She's fucking hot, dude.
Mind if I play through?
She wear that when she's golfing.
Right, that she plays that while she's golfing. Yes, she is.
Honey, I'm going golfing with that page.
Oh man, yes. There's a lot of TikTok reels and Instagram reels where you can see where she is.
Where the coordinates of
Where
the
you could see her driving. I mean, I would love to drive that, man. Like she could use my 5-iron anytime she wants.
But yeah, you got more. You got more like a pitching wedge. Come on.
But yes, Paige is sexy as hell.
Yeah.
So we salute you, Paige. Keep up the good work. That's it. That's our show for tonight.
Hey,
So what are we at?
This is
so
the way.
who wins? Futurama or Beavis and Butthead? Oh yeah, fuck. That's right. Never mind.
that's our
What?
show.
I got you, man. I got you. You're right. I got you. As we're waiting for the rest of the votes to come in,
I've only been sitting here the whole show.
God damn it, you should have said something.
You said something earlier. I thought you
Dude,
remember, but
I've had like
stop drinking those White Claws.
I've had like 8 or 9 White Claws right now.
And he just
Jesus.
woke up.
He did it from a long nap, apparently.
Oh, a nap. I thought it was like his day was
a
starting.
nap.
Yeah, I'm all out of
Woke
food
He
today.
was day sleeping.
Calls and
Okay, so let's do this right. God damn it.
Boom.
Boom.
All right. This week on SNS Time Tunnel, we're going to look at movies that have come out for the month of March. Our first one up 80 years ago, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, came out March of 1943.
I am.
The Universal horror monsters like these are great. I don't know if you guys have like Svengoolie or any of those kind of. Even on YouTube, there's a couple
Svengali.
channels that
God.
watch them. Thank golly. Now there's no box office for this. They didn't do that yet at this point, but
It's still a classic.
still a classic. Great. You could let your kids watch this. It's not that bad. You know, it's a little, monsters, I guess, but whatever. Next, at 60 years old, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
Dude, I still love watching The Birds.
This is a
It's
classic.
great. Alfred Hitchcock, fucking dude, he killed it. He was the
All his
master of what he
movies.
did.
All his movies from Vertigo, North by Northwest, all of those movies are great. Now, for this one, although we don't have original box office, it did get re-released twice, both combining to the tune of $53,000
That's it.
and those are only one night shows. So,
Oh.
those are
Like
one
one
night shows.
showing one night.
Yeah,
Not bad.
no, not bad. And I think it's gonna get released again soon. I think this year they might do a 60th anniversary one. So watch
I might
out for
have
that
to go-
one.
I might have to, if they do that, the Theater of the Birds, I'd
Yeah.
have to go watch that.
Yeah, it'd be great. Now although this one isn't like a movie per se, it's a TV movie. I put this in there. I really like this one. The $6 Million Man. You know, if you build them, we can rebuild them. We have the funds.
We have the technology.
Yep. Great TV movie that's started a great TV show.
And a great.
Oh yeah.
And then the spin-off, The Bionic Woman. I think there was the Bionic Dog or something. I don't remember. Sounds like something that they do. Next, at 40 years old, Monty Python and the Meaning of Life.
Oh, dude, this movie's so fucking funny.
Monty Python and their British comedy is so great. And it unfortunately doesn't hit very well with American audiences because they're so off the wall, especially back then, that if you look here on the next slide, domestically here in the U.S., it only made 14,000.
Oh, it only made 14,000.
Or is that wait, hold on, let me blow it up. 14 million. It made 14 million.
Yeah. I mean, what? 14 million.
Yep. And then worldwide, I think that's a typo on their part. I think that's supposed to be 20 million. And then it adds up wrong because internationally that would include the UK, France,
What movie is it? Monty Python.
The Meaning of Life.
Oh,
Yeah, The Meaning of Life.
So, $100 in 1983 is the equivalent of $300 now today.
Wow.
So that's it. You know what I mean? It made 14 million then. It would have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would have killed it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you live in especially big city areas, you're going to a movie. It's like $12, right?
Cosmic One, we had Phil on for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You just missed him. Literally just missed him by 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10, 20 minutes. You just missed him. So just go back and hit the replay. He's on from the first half hour all the way up until 20 minutes ago.
Next up, for 30 years old, I got 3 movies on here. I've got Best of the Best 2, Fire in the Sky, one of my favorite alien abduction movies of all time,
Oh, yeah.
and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3,
the samurai one.
the samurai one.
Oh, Jesus. They lost Henson, so they lost the. Or when did they lose Henson? After 2?
I mean, it did pretty good, though.
It did good.
It says domestic, it made
It was not
42
good.
million.
Yeah, it made 42 million. Fire in the Sky. It's hard. These abduction movies like this, especially since it's based on a real story.
That's the
19
most
million.
famous story.
Yeah, and Best of the Best too. I just like that series, although it only made 6 million. It's all right. It's still a good movie.
Oh yeah, but you know what? Today's money, it's 3 times as much.
Right.
So
Well, they should have released it now.
so,
Then. I guess.
so it almost hit 20 million if it was today.
Right.
So
Oops. All right. 20 years old. Another TV movie. Batman. Return to the Batcave with Adam West and Burt Ward.
how did I miss that in 2003?
Yeah, that came out. Looks like it came out in '70.
Yeah. So I plugged in the storyline here for it. Adam West and Burt Ward are taken on a crazy adventure when the Batmobile is stolen from a car museum, and they must track down the thief and return it. After solving a puzzle, they realize that the clues to finding the fiend who stole the Batmobile are hidden in their past. During the search, they flash back to their 3 seasons in tights, including their many sexual escapades. Ultimately, they find the Batmobile, but get caught in the villain's lair, tied to dynamite.
That hadn't aged well.
Will Adam and Burt
whose
get out
sexual
in time?
escapades?
Yeah,
Adam
theirs
West and Burt
together?
Ward's?
Well,
They cut the
Tune in to
Batman
find out, I
banging
guess.
on the wall. Oh yeah, feels.
Fucking
there's, and I should have put it in there. There was a quote from the show, where Burt Ward or the guy who plays Burt Ward in the movie, says something to the effect of, "Is it my turn this time, Batman?" I'll have to. I think I watched this, but I don't remember it.
I'm gonna have to
No,
find it
fleshed it
now
out.
because I want to see their many sexual escapades.
Yeah,
I like how that's like a selling point for the show.
I think so too.
so and 10 years ago we had Oz the Great and Powerful
Yep.
that was the biggest movie of the year, I think, as far as sales. 234 million, almost 235. Internationally, it made, this is kind of weird. Internationally, it made 258, so it's kind of even for a grand total of 493 million worldwide. Budget was only 215 million, so they did good. They doubled it. Although it wasn't that great of a movie, but I remember
The
my
budget
kids
was
liked it.
215 million, and their opening was only 80 million.
Yeah, 80 million opening night.
Was
They
that
consider
Frank
that a
Ocean?
good. They consider that good though if you make like 33% or whatever.
Right. If you can make 33% of your budget the opening weekend, or you're on track to cover your costs.
Nice.
Because you figure even if it's not like banger weekends every weekend, people are gonna go who want to go see a movie. Maybe they haven't seen this movie yet. Oh, I'll pick it up for and go see it, and matinees
It's a sequel, right?
Yep.
stuff like that. Yeah, this is a sequel. This is not. This follows after Wizard of Oz and I guess Return to Oz. I don't know if you've ever seen that horror flick. So that's it for this week's Time Tunnel as we go to the movies. Woo.
Ooh.
I'll have a new
Awesome.
one for next week, and then we'll be back to comics in the following week.
Awesome segment, man. I love the work you put into it. It's fucking killing it.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you everybody for coming and hanging out with us. Great show. Phil was great. I mean,
Phil
everybody's
was awesome.
killing it. I'm bummed that Sam had to bail. Oh, dude, I have to show one thing. Actually,
Uh-oh.
let me go to Instagram. I gotta show this reel of Sam getting beamed in the face.
This week, our dodgeball segment will be covered by Kyle.
Dude, I think it's this one. Yeah, there it is. Hold on. let me share my screen one more time.
If there's music on, make sure that's turned on.
I'm keeping it muted because we got in trouble last time.
That's why I said it.
Yeah, we got in trouble. We got our hand slapped. I took the
No.
hit for it though. It's all right. I took the hit for it. I
What,
admitted it.
what? Hum it.
So right here. Boom! Oh shit! It's not sharing yet.
Hey, you gotta share the screen there.
Right here.
Anytime.
Here's Sammy, buddy Sammy hanging out. Boom!
Oh shit!
Oh, right off the side of the
It's
head.
right.
Damn.
Right.
Oh,
Tell that to the judge.
I'm gonna add some spice to it. I can watch that all day.
make a gif out of that
Just play it and
Ba-da-ba-da.
boom.
one. Skidoo-ba-doom.
Ba-da-ba-da. So that's it, everybody. Remember to check out Mail Call Madness on Fridays. Yeah, he wanted it on the face.
Yeah.
But yeah, remember to check out. Remember they got the tic tac toe thing that we. for
Yeah,
the
we'll have to work
show.
on that. We'll have to work on
Oh,
that.
I gotta talk to you about AI sticks.
Okay.
And then make sure to catch all of Pete's nice reels that he is putting out. Remember to catch the TAC show. Tomorrow night is Star Wars show. I'm sure they're going to be talking Mandalorian. I haven't got to watch it yet. It's supposed to be a banger of an episode. So, what about the tie? Shit, what was
Who
it?
won? Who was paying attention?
Did we get any more votes in the chat?
We did not. So what was it at?
We were tied at 5.
You know, UK
Jesus
draw.
Christ.
They both win.
They can't
All right.
both win.
You ready? I'll Rochambeau you. Well,
Okay.
rock, paper, scissors. Ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3. I win. Futurama
Okay,
wins.
it's
Bullshit.
Futurama.
There we go.
Well,
Futurama,
what?
everybody.
Really?
The American
Happy
way.
about that.
God bless America.
Futurama won. Beavis won.
I only have one thing that I'll plug real quick. On Monday, I'm going to be putting up a trailer for an upcoming interview that I'm doing. So look out for that. And then I'll have something for next week's SNS. Also the show or the short,
Oh shit!
and then the interview will show up on Sunday morning.
Awesome. Remember to like and subscribe Stick's new channel so that he can start doing shit live.
Yeah, I'm still working on that. YouTube is being a.
I'm pretty sure you got to use StreamYard, dude.
Yeah, I got to figure that out. It doesn't tell me anything about that though. But
yeah, it's free, man. StreamYard's
yeah.
free.
I'll get
Unless you're a
I already
baller
have-
like
I do
Pete
have it,
is.
but I don't know how to. I'll have to link it somehow.
Yeah.
I'll go
help you
back
with
in.
that. So check out all the great content on Renovision. I think MCM should be starting now. So go head over there and check out Brian and the boys as they talk
Wanna-
whatever the fuck that they want to talk about. And on that note, thank you guys for all hanging out.
Yes, thanks for coming by, guys. We do
Man,
appreciate
it was a fun. Thanks, Phil Lee. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna drink another White Claw, then I'm gonna go watch On Patrol.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else, or this is a joke.